What's up, y'all? It's your man's Rico Wayne.
Brother Bandana.
Hitman B.
In the DFW Metro. What happened?
I'm laughing at this lady, bro. Like I said,
Bro, you just gonna fuck up the intro like that?
Fucking up the intro.
We are here in the DFW Metroplex.
let's get that out, bro.
In the cozy corner. And this is the Feeltrip podcast, where we show our feelings can take us places, but also get us stuck in spaces. And right now, we are about to kick this off with Woman of the Week. I snatched this Woman of the Week up recently, about 2 days ago, when I seen her on The Breakfast Club. We are talking about Monica Denise Brown, hailing from College Park, Georgia, where you know her classics such as So Gone, where people are freestyling on all over the place. You know her for being a child star singing like a grown woman. And I chose her for Woman of the Week because I love the way how she carried herself in her interview. You know what I'm saying? It was like just like the episode that we had recently talking about how good people establish boundaries and nice people get dragged. You know what I'm saying? She comes off as a queen because she is elegant and eloquent in her ways. But whenever people tried to press her, you know what I'm saying, she set herself apart and she made sure that she set a line and that nobody crossed that line. You know what I'm saying? And it was in such a respectful way that she got chose to be Woman of the Week.
Yeah, I be seeing her on TV every week because of the wife.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool.
Appreciated by women everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's Woman of the Week, y'all.
That was pretty short and simple.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, gotta be that way sometimes.
Music catalog will explain it all.
That's true.
And we're about to get ready to kick this off with, I'm so eager to find out that my man BB, another legendary story.
What you got for us?
Talking about what just recently happened.
Yes. What you
Okay.
got?
It was about an hour ago before I was on my way here to the cozy corner.
Hey.
I do a little Ubering on the side and stumbled across a request from a rider by the name of Wendy. I know the first person that's coming to mind, Wendy Williams. But that ain't who that was.
I was thinking burgers.
Yeah. Red hair.
Wendy's.
And nuts. And red pigtails.
Ready for the spicy niggas to come back.
So Miss Wendy got into the car. She was smelling good with the perfume and the hair products mixing into one.
Okay.
Taking her to a wedding reception. And as we got there, it was a 17-minute drive, so we had little comments about each other back and forth. We get there, she says, "Oh shit." I'm like, "You okay? We here?" She's like, "I need you to do me a big favor." So she needed me to help zip up her dress.
Oh. Okay.
But the first attempt was horrible because it was right there in front of valet, and they was telling me to come on. They was telling me to move forward because I guess I was holding traffic up. There was really no traffic, but it was like about 5 valets in this small ass area in Dallas, downtown Dallas.
Downtown.
I'm like, come on now, yeah. So I was like, okay, I see a little park a little bit further down. How about I just drive over there and we properly zip your dress up? She was like, okay. I gotta say, everybody probably thinking, oh snap, because people was obviously seeing me trying to do something to her while she was turning around in the back of my seat.
Looking like a creep.
Hey, don't try to rhyme.
Bars.
Don't try to rhyme. So,
Bars.
yeah, she was like, oh my gosh, they probably think we just got done having sex and I was having sex with my Uber driver. I was like, come on now, don't even think like that.
She said she always having sex with Uber drivers? Oh.
No. Stop trying to spice it up.
It's gonna be like, shout out to her. Yeah.
Stop trying to spice it up.
Living my best life.
We pull over to a parking spot in the park. She gets out the car. I was just going to think, okay, let me get out the car. You turn over in the back seat. It's going to look more like we doing something. But instead, she gets out the car too, and we around the same height with her wearing heels, and she thick black woman. Oh, my gosh. Not woman, young lady. I make her sound
You
old.
lost control of yourself.
No. I kept my I kept my focus.
Composure.
Focus.
Professionalism.
Focus,
Okay.
composure,
Okay.
professionalism, whatever
Okay.
you want to call it. Because I'm thinking, okay, she needs her to get to this reception. But I just couldn't help but notice it was starting to go down lower before I even got to touching it. and I'm touching her back a little bit. I'm touching her, and my primal instincts wanted me to lick her back. Something inside me was like, God damn, she smelled good. She black skinned. The sun is shining off of her. I just want to.
Bro, you creepy, dog.
My sexual instincts was like, if this was somewhere else, private,
You asked her
secure.
if she was single, man.
I knew she was, but I didn't want to go forward to that because I'm an Uber driver. And you ain't better give me no bad rate just because I'm trying to see what you about.
Is there like attractive women hopping in your backseat
Goddamn
all
right.
day, every day?
When I choose to drive, yeah.
I was thinking like in another life, in another dimension, I could have been selling dick through Uber.
A lot of people do. Sometimes, let's see.
Shout out to y'all.
I think that's for another subject. Keep going.
So I she asked me, she was like, is there a hook at the top of it? Long story short, I zipped it up for her the proper way. We both got the car. She was like, oh, thank you. You're my hero. You're a lifesaver. Oh my gosh, you're my hero. I can't believe it. I would ask my friends, but they weren't there yet. La-di-da. I'm just like,
Digits should have been exchanged.
It would have been nice. But where she lives, if we was to even try to mingle and meet up, I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Too
make that
far?
drive. Not too far, but it's deep in DFW. It's deep up in there. It's like right there by Dallas North Tollway. It's like kind of right there.
Oh, like North Dallas.
Mm-hmm. She don't live too far from
Clubs
Dallas
and
Love
such.
Field.
Oh,
Dallas Love Field. So there's my little story, my little experience helping a pretty black young lady zip up her dress.
said you wanted to lick her back.
Lick that back just a little bit. You know, like Kevin Hart did when he was talking about when the dude put a palm on his face. He was like, I just licked the shit out of his palm. That type of shit.
I barely remember.
Of
that.
course.
I barely remember Kevin Hart sometimes.
So yeah, there's my little moment that just happened today, hours ago.
Let me see, man. I'm trying to bounce something off of that. I'm trying to relate something from my life that could be similar. Something crazy that happened with a random female. Oh yes. Once upon a time, I be calling creepy shit out as soon as I see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, once upon a time, I was sitting with a coworker, and we was eating, and she tried to hand me a fry and put it in my mouth on some 90s black movie type shit. I was like, nah.
He just looked at the fry like,
What the fuck is this?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to crush the dreams like that, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I can't be enticed by the hype, man. Like, and sometimes the beauty, like to me, I don't know if people got a good sense of beauty, because it seems like people got lust infused with, like, almost like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, she look good. Damn, ah, fuck, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's always like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, with me, beauty is something that makes you grateful to have your eyeballs. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like it's a feeling, or like any of your senses can be stimulated by some type of beauty. Like if you see like a sight, like when you seen that little black boy and that little white boy in the back seat throwing their middle fingers at the camera. You know what I'm saying? That was a beautiful thing to me, because it was a twisted version of Martin Luther King's dream.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
A Boondocks version.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or like it's a beautiful feeling, like whenever you see like them army dudes walking into the classroom and they see their kid, and their kid didn't even have no clue that their pops was like around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they just been looking at the kids through like the camera or something like that. It's just like something that make you grateful to be around. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always got to be like it ain't always got to involve lust. You know what I'm saying?
Women.
Yeah. And women, like, vice versa, the same way. Like, you ain't got to have in your head, well, I guess we should be courteous enough to establish ourselves as not trying to fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
But the world is so fucked up that females probably think that anybody that's not related to them, and in some cases, even if people are related to them, that anybody with a penis and over a certain age is trying to fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I need to get sis-in-laws up here, man. I need to talk about these things.
It's tragic, man. It's tragic. It's tragic.
You know what's beautiful? A woman going out on a date with your ass and not expecting you to be like the last one. Yes.
I like pleasantly surprising women. You know what I'm saying? Like for the most part, I don't know if I come off at a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like females always be like, "You don't smoke," and I'll be like, "Nah, I don't smoke." And they'll be like, "Oh shit." Some of them be happy and grateful, and some of them be like, "Fuck, I thought I was gonna have some free weed or something like that." But like sometimes
I was offered free weed one time. Uber ride. They was like, "Oh, we ain't got no tips, but where we're going, my dude, he got some weed." I said, "Oh, no, thank you."
yeah, man, you know, it's a lot.
But back to you.
It's a lot of dudes that be at the gym smoking weed for relaxation.
Yeah, see, I ain't about to mix up. No.
But yeah, it's sometimes it's some females that have these ways that give me the impression that they want you to be like the ex. Like, how come you didn't do this? How come you didn't do that? And I'd be like, you must be basing my actions on somebody else or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
You say it's expectation. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of what they used to, so they just feel like the next person's gonna be just like the previous
say if they was with a
person.
dude that didn't have a job, we don't even see each other that much. I got a job.
You should have
I'm
one
used to
too.
always paying the bill when we go out. When we go out, this is our first date. What you talking about? Oops. Oh, I know where this is going. But
Yeah, man. I say like you gotta be able to stand on something before I even started talking to females. I had to find something to stand on mentally and like spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Because just the way where we from anyway, most females will eat you up alive if you don't have nothing to stand on. You know what I'm saying?
Elaborate. What do you mean by stand?
I kind of know what you mean. But
Dog.
go ahead.
For me personally, females have always been like, that's probably why I say crazy shit all the time, because females been telling me crazy shit all my life. Like it seems like it's like low key a contest to try and see who can outwit who in these conversations. And if you win in most conversations, like it's like some type of attraction. Like you win some type of attraction to a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? And then if they outwit you, then it's like, huh, that's cute. Get out my face. You know what I'm saying? And then for example, once upon a time, I asked the girl to prom, and she was like, "Nah, I think I'm gonna go with this dude that's in the Illuminati." And I was just like, I made that same face that you just made, and that shit probably you know what I'm saying? That shit probably marked me for life. It didn't make me feel like down or anything, but it made me feel like, oh shit, I gotta be ready for this type of shit the next time this happens. You know what I'm saying? So anytime crazy shit gets said, I gotta take it to the next level, dog.
I think that's why I had a different mindset when going to prom. Cause I was like, I ain't finna ask nobody to go to prom. Nigga, I ain't finna walk into this with a date. I'm cool. I'm straight. I'm finna walk into this by myself and have a good ass time. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, man, it was pretty cool. I had got asked to prom, so it turned out alright. It turned out alright. But I always one of the first things I had to do as an adult is to murder my shyness. I figured out that it just wasn't finna do me no good. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you evolve at different times of life. Like, I mean, I learned in junior. No, yes, I'm gonna say junior high, because elementary. I mean, yeah, you get your little girlfriend. It's not really your girlfriend. It's kind of just, well, shit. I don't know what you call it. It's just something. And then when you get to the junior high level, it's kind of like that's when you start actually figuring out, okay, this shit really is. You know, that's when you start figuring out what a girl really is. That's when you start figuring out who you really are.
You said when?
Junior high.
Yeah. When everybody first started hugging, when puberty started really just kicking on in.
No, that depends. So that's why I say it's different. Everybody evolves differently because some motherfuckers already hit puberty. Some motherfuckers already been fooling around that summer going into junior high. That's why I was like, it's different for people. It was different for me.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I already knew what a lot of stuff was. That's why I was like going into it. I didn't know what to expect. Just I was like, it's just different. Like that's like when it came to shyness for me. Shit, I think that shit left 5th grade, 4th grade.
Yeah, you was like one of the coolest niggas ever. Cause every time you be in the club, you be like, "Hey, what's up, man? What you doing, man?" I was like, "Nigga, I don't even know you." Like, you ever seen "Don't Be a Menace" when he was talking? What you call it, in jail cell? Nigga, I don't like. He was like, it was Dashiki baby daddy.
Yeah,
He was up in the jail cell. He was like, "How come you ain't never came to see me, man?" And Trey was like, "Nigga, I don't know you." And he was like, "Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right."
I mean,
but yeah, man, it's like you had these positive vibes and shit. And then I was like, yeah, man, I, like part of my motto of me saying what's up and shit all the time, I probably got that from you subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever I be walking up and saying what's up, because I remember the first time that I heard of BB here. I think I was sitting in the break room or something, and he was off up in there talking to some dude, and he was like, "Yeah, man, everybody want me to be like Trey Songz, but I don't even think BB know about this."
do you have any regulation of this?
Hell no.
But it was like, this shit was funny because he was like, "Man, everybody want me to sound like Trey Songz, but I want my own voice."
Okay, now I remember
like
that. Now that he finished it.
I forgot the dude you was talking to, but yeah, that's like the first time I ever remember hearing you and shit like that. It did, like, yeah, we linked up over like, you know, on some PSN type shit. You know what I'm saying? This technology is bringing beautiful collaborations around. You know what I'm saying? Linking up people for life, probably.
Bro, have you
Probably without even seeing each other.
You heard that one shit that's been going on lately?
What?
That probably just blew up like maybe yesterday or the day before. That number neighbor shit.
The what?
The number neighbor.
I don't know nothing about it.
Bro, that shit's hilarious. So
Is it about stalking?
no, so what people are basically what people are basically doing right now. So basically your number neighbor is y'all have the exact same number except for the last digit. Either it's gonna be the number above or the number below it. So your stuff is the last four is 40, your last four is 47.
Phone number.
42.
One digit up.
Yeah,
One
it's
digit
just
down.
yeah, that's it. The phone and everything. That stuff is
I
hilarious,
don't
bro.
want to know who the fuck that is.
Bro, that is hilarious, bro. Because some people becoming best friends from it. Some people
So,
just joking.
are you talking about somebody just dial in their number, then add one or
Yeah.
subtract one, and they be like, "Who is this?"
All they doing is just saying, "Hey, this is your phone neighbor. This is your number neighbor," and a person takes back, and
Y'all bored as fuck.
they just friends, or they start trolling. That shit is hilarious, bro.
Man,
No,
I better not get no text talking about, "Hey, I'm your number neighbor" and shit.
You might, you never know.
I'm gonna chill out on y'all, man. I'm gonna chill out on y'all, man. But yeah, speaking of crazy shit, have y'all seen that video of the dude getting his hair waved? I'm gonna call it getting waved up.
Yeah, man, that shit was hilarious.
What you think about that? Hold up, man. That's fucked up, man. That was something that I was creating. That was a work of art that I was creating. BB, have you seen this? Right, hold up, man. Let me see this, man. I don't know if this is an appropriation thing or what, but there is a young man sitting in a chair, and he is getting what I call waved up. What you think about that, man?
Never seen it before.
You know what somebody did say?
And it's sad.
Somebody was like, they hate us so much, but they want to be just like us so bad. And I was like, that is a true statement.
The caption on this here says, along the lines of "everybody want to be a nigger until it's time to get shot."
I say that one too. I say that one too. It is true. It's like, I mean, like, everybody basically benefits.
So the video says, when I go to it, it says the video may contain sensitive material. I mean, this shit caught me off guard because I didn't know that people wanted waves like that. You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
think about it, man. It's like, if
nature.
you look at it from a deeper perspective, I mean, yeah, everybody basically benefits from what we call our culture. Everybody wants to benefit from it.
Like, you know, the funny thing is, so like,
This.
oh no, That's a dude standing up there twerking?
No, that's a female.
What am I missing? Actually, you know what? Never mind.
Lil Duval is on that shit.
Oh wait, I think I seen it. I ain't even gotta look down. I think I
It's
seen
like
it.
public.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I see that. I just now saw it
Yeah.
34 minutes ago.
But like
Man.
I was saying, when like we have this flashy side to us.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, it's pretty ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, should I pay this bill or should I buy these shoes? And most of the time, some dude is finna walk out with some new shoes. It did like with our culture.
Electric bill cut off.
Like flashy. The fact is that flashy does attract attention.
The wrong kind.
And we have a good sense of wanting to be flashy because we used to being fucked up. We come from
broke.
fucked up parts. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
used
because
to,
we need some type of
like Freddie Gibbs once said in the song, 6 whips, ghetto nigga gotta be excessive. I came up for fried bologna, bitch, what you expected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
And,
mean,
like, that
everybody
perfectly-
raps about.
That perfectly sums up our situation and our sense of flashiness. Like somebody that didn't really see people around complaining about stuff, and they was like pretty much, you know, moderate their whole life about stuff, and everybody just being happy. They probably don't know that if they put something on, it's gonna do something. But we used to being in like, you know what I'm saying, like less fortunate conditions, and then if somebody come and stand out in a certain way, everybody gonna notice. So we all develop a sense of flashiness from everybody noticing certain things and having reactions. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody come out with some, like back in the day, like, you know, the kid come to school with some all white Air Force Ones, icy white, while everybody else's shoes look like playground. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. And it's just how can I say this? I don't know. It's kind of like with the rappers. It's kind of like I ain't gonna say portray, because I mean everybody basically says the same thing. And half of the music that's out now, I mean, you go from living in one situation to getting something that's another situation.
My woman of the week last week looked so good with
Them
this hair on
braids.
her head.
She was styled by one of the Rainbow
Who
homies.
Man, I'm
She
just gonna
was
say
styled
she
by-
overrated.
She was styled by one
Don't
of the
play.
Rainbow.
Don't
I'm
play.
just
with
gonna-
my-
I'm
I love
just gonna say
Hitman B.
She cool, but she overrated.
Hitman B, hold up, dog. You can't be dissing the queen like that, man. God damn.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I didn't even want. That's why I didn't comment on your photo when you had posted her like like a couple days ago. I just kept scrolling.
Put the gun
Cause I
down.
was sure from the same stuff, but I was like, you know
the
what?
gun down.
Let me come. Let me
You
step
know
back
what?
one.
She ain't
Let me step
overrated. These female rappers and whatnot. These new ones coming out.
What about
these
them?
ones that been out? They the ones overrated.
Like you saying,
Both
that-
of y'all
are
trolling.
You,
I fuck with all
okay?
of them.
I bet you do, and that's cool.
All of them, man.
That's cool.
Like,
Okay, to you, as in,
I don't
since
like.
we switching the
I don't like.
whole
I don't-
subject,
I don't like fake asses though.
I don't either.
There you go.
I don't either.
Like,
But you
even-
say you fucks with all of them though.
like, as far as like they impact on the culture and shit like that.
Oh, I'm talking about
Are you
not
just
that.
talking about like just looks?
Talking about like just fuck.
Just
That's what I was talking about a second ago. But it's cool though.
So are you just talking about like when you say they when you say they overrated? Where are you coming from?
I didn't say overrated. I just said I don't fuck with them.
Is that just coming from
Is-
a music
is it-
stance?
is
or
Oh,
just-
because you said she was overrated.
Is there a reason why you don't fuck with them?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we trying to figure out. Like, you know,
Their music don't appeal to me. It sounds something that I've heard a long time ago, just reformed.
Like when you say like the music doesn't, you say you can't you don't fuck with the music like that, like the type of music. Do you feel like it's too ratchet?
is there a particular person or peoples that you just don't? I mean, there's a lot
It's
of
not
women.
that I don't fuck with their music because it's too ratchet or X, Y, and Z, but it is because we get the same results from each and every type, and not just them, but the males too.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about a pattern that we continue to see by the decades.
I think it's because
It's a pattern of you keeping it real and shrill,
uh-huh.
but then when the fame and the fortune comes into the way, especially the fame, you let that fame take over. What happens now? They're portraying the top 3 or 4 vices: money, cars, clothes, hoes. And with the females, it's money, cars, clothes, and what? Genitalia?
Fuck these niggas. That's what they basically say.
Pretty much.
But at the same time, they want to fuck.
At the same time,
that's
yeah.
That's one of the new models.
They can say
you know
fuck
what
the
I'm
nigga, but at the same time, they want to fuck the nigga.
It's one of the new models.
Get what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's not even a new model. It's something that's been going on for decades, and I'm just tired of it.
I mean, it's gonna forever be there, just like the
gonna-
rap
Yeah,
game. It's just gonna forever
And
be there.
then not just the rap game too, but like the rock and pop. How when Justin Bieber came out, all the little girls was for him. You saw the same thing happen with Chris Brown. All the girls was there for him. Then puberty hits. Now they want to talk about nothing but sex. Okay, yeah, that's another one I forgot to add. That's another vice.
You want to know something? You know why? Because we love women.
Okay, and what do women love?
Like, I'm gonna put it to you like this. You said that the 3 vices that
3, 4. But
yeah,
I forgot to add sex.
that dudes and females like fuck with. You know what I'm saying? The thing that they fuck with when you was like, they eventually just start talking about money, cars, clothes, and hoes, and then you said women start talking about money, cars, clothes, and vagina. That's what you said.
No,
Genitalia.
he talking about the men.
Genitalia.
Yeah.
Men. That's why I said.
Which their term for us is fuck boys. We call them hoes. They call us fuck boys.
Yeah.
But like, in between all that, you didn't specifically mention us,
What do you mean us?
like men.
Oh,
Like if you look over it, it's like the reason why that shit be blowing up. Like a lot of reason why a lot of shit blow up is because of women. Justin Bieber, little girls can't control themselves. They screaming for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It's like if they seen Justin Bieber at a grocery store, they'd be like, "Ah, Justin Bieber!" And then like if he just stood there for like a solid 5 minutes, she probably still just gonna be screaming until she faint for no rational reason.
That's just on some.
Whenever
I don't
like
get that shit.
with the female rappers, like yelling out "fuck boys" and all that stuff, they awakening a side in females that some females let lay dormant. You know what I'm saying? Until they finally feel like, you know what I'm saying, a sense of freedom, and then they start being like, "Yeah, fuck these." Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
let me make a little bit more sense out of it.
Let's go.
It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be a generational thing because we have children who are growing up. They need something to look forward to, just like our parents or our cousins who were, you know, born a little bit before us. You know, had some grow up on the disco turning into hip hop, and then the hip hop turned into gangster rap, and then gangster rap and hip hop turned into just rap or hip hop / rap. You always gotta have somebody to look forward to that's around your time frame. And I get that, but I'm talking about those I'm talking about those of us who already have somebody to look forward to that we was already growing up with. You know, the DMXs, the Ludacris's, and XYZ.
Seeing
I
the
can't name
mistakes
them
that they
all.
made, and then we just gonna do the same thing.
No. I'm talking about looking at them, seeing their come up. But then now we're trying to function with these other upcoming rappers who are doing the same repetitive actions and trying to be with the rest of those that they're trying to influence. Basically, we're going with the younger crowd. And I mean, older folks do the same thing. They try to stay with what's hip versus sticking with what they were hip with at their time frame.
To me,
Do you get what I'm saying?
like you talking about like we transferring as an audience to like a whole new crowd, a whole new generation.
To the new hip instead of sticking with our generation.
So basically, you're just basically in a way of saying that everybody is trying to keep up with the times.
Exactly.
Everybody's
It sound like you
trying
saying
to.
that you finna be old and that you finna be like, man, I'm finna stick with mine, man.
Everybody's trying to stay relevant. That's the thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody's
You're
just
right.
trying to
Everybody wanna
stay
be
relevant. Think about it. Everybody that's out right now is just basically.
To me,
That's the only thing that's playing on the radio. Everybody that's current. Unless you go to a specific radio
Well,
station.
you
that plays
got
some classics.
you got to think about it though, because they're gonna push what they think everybody wants to hear.
Like-
That's why you only hear the same 6 songs on the radio daily.
I had read I forgot if it was marketing or advertising book. And like in that book, you know, that's probably something that a bunch of students are reading somewhere that's finna work in that official field. It don't say, like, what it says on there is everything that you're about to do in this job is finna be statistical and it's finna be tested. You know what I'm saying? It ain't finna be like somebody is singing passionately, they finna blow up. It's finna be, if this person goes out here and attracts this much attention, and when you test it out, it's successful, then bam, you got something. Like, it's really like no feelings involved at all.
Well, why do you think everybody's okay? So Why
He
you
said
think-
it right there. That's the key phrase. No feelings involved.
Like that's
Right.
why we finna see these cycles because it's based on, like it's based on basically our generation's gonna keep going through these cycles. Like a bunch of adolescents finna come up, and like since times is like we have always said is a little bit more peaceful. Like gang banging is not like
It's not
crazy
it
and shit
no
like
more.
that. Like the big thing to talk about is, yeah, I took your bitch. Watch the way we switch. Like that's a popular phrase in songs these days. Like taking somebody bitch because, you know.
Thanks to Mr. Steal
See,
Girl.
see, I would
And
have to
shout out
disagree with you on
and,
that though.
And shout out to social media for these DMs and like for like I said, social media, man. It's
But
like
th-
one
see,
of the
that's why I gotta
curses-
disagree with
one
you
of
with the
curses-
whole with the
one of
gang banging and
one
stuff
of the
like that.
curses of social media is like that access. It's like if you're dealing with people that's not decisive, not bold with their decisions, they don't stand a chance. Like a female that ain't got that much attention before, she started getting attention from all over the place, from taking like one
She
little
gonna know how
selfie.
to handle it.
You know what I'm saying?
She gonna follow the crowd. Hey, you should do this.
But that's the craze, and like still on the music thing. It's like the so-called gang banging thing is still like a really big
It is.
apparent issue.
It's not like how
See, the way you- the
not
way
how
you
the news
thinking
had it in
about
the
it.
forefront in the 90s.
See, but that's the way you think about it. Now, gang banging is not exactly the just red and blue, this and that. It's
Yeah.
just basically in music today, it's kind of like just a phrase, or I'm a part of this, but I'm not actually doing. Because think
affiliated.
about it. Same thing with Wayne. What was Wayne's purpose? Seriously, what was Wayne's purpose to be a so-called blood at a middle-aged man? Same thing with Birdman. What was your sole purpose? Why?
They turned blood like in the middle of their career.
Yes. Why?
Because they had on all types of colors at
Bro,
first
because they wanted to stay relevant and they feel like they needed that to still push an image.
for a boost.
Yes, that's why everybody still like NBA YoungBoy, Young Thug, Sauce Walk, all these rappers,
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, so fake ass Soldier Boy. Come on now, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's still very big, but you're not active. That's the only difference. You're using it as a social media push. You're using it as something to push your music. You're using it as to influence another type of group.
To me, it's more affiliates than anything. Because back when it was in the forefront, like back when dudes that was like really born and bred out of that life, and they was naturally born into that life. It wasn't like, oh, I got homies over here, so now I'm finna say I'm down with them. It was more like we all came up together, and like somebody like Nipsey was naturally from that environment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, especially
like-
when you grow up in that
And
area.
like I
you have
respect
to.
the way he represented himself with it. He
Yeah.
wasn't chasing anything. It was him. It was
I can
coming
say the
from-
same thing with YG.
Yeah, it was coming from the inside. Yeah, same thing with YG. Like they was born in them situations. Like if they probably got aunties and stuff. Like they probably got like a grandma that got the red rag on in their pictures or something like that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and that's a generational thing.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, it's deep over there. In
It's
the West.
deep. That's why I say it's different from being here in Texas and then being in Florida or being in California. Like it's a different way.
Big
That's why,
difference.
that's why I can understand the way. Like my uncle. My uncle was a blood. Well, my uncle still is a blood. I mean, he's from California, so all that it passed down. All that stuff here and all. I can understand why he can look at it from a different perspective. Like he don't really respect the same way if somebody's saying, "Oh, I'm a blood from Texas," from being a blood from California, or a blood from New York. Now, blood from New York and California is probably like, in a way, it's still kind of coincidence because it's like it's deep up in New York and it's deep in California too. But
Yeah, like
most
the
of
way
the time
how,
you hear it, it's in California.
the way how it migrated to New York, from what I heard, was that in prisons. Like in prisons, it was like basically I want to say like the Hispanic gangs was running things, and then like it wasn't really too much unity with the black people except for like Muslims and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then Bloods and Crips just start popping up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then with that, man, I say like when all this stuff first started, when gangbanging first started, like with the Bloods and Crips, you know where they came from, right?
I can't remember off the top of my head,
I know the Crips
But I
was
know-
affiliated first, and then the
I
Bloods
know
came
who-
out.
I'm talking about y'all know like
Who created it?
I'm talking about y'all know. Do y'all know exactly where they came from?
Like, are you saying like who actually created, or like where, like?
Like who was the gang before them? It was the gang before them.
Probably wasn't even a gang, but you calling them a gang.
Go ahead, take a guess, man. Let me see what you got up in your head, man. Let me
What,
see.
Black Panthers?
Yes.
See? It's not really a gang.
See,
It's kind of what the Crips were doing. The
I mean,
Crips
that's
were pretty
what-
much
that's
carrying
why I
off
was like,
what the
I'm
Black
like,
Panthers
huh?
was
For
doing.
me, I'm an objective person, so I see movements for what they are. Like I feel like
They move like a gang.
one of the biggest gangs in the country is any police department in your city.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, yeah, that's true.
It's
Government.
like even like my job is with a gang, but
See, I can't say.
you
I
can
can't
either
agree
be
with that.
of a service to the
I
community
can't agree
or
with that
a
right there.
disservice to the community.
I can't
But other
agree
than
with
that, we repping these colors. We got our symbols everywhere. When we show up, people know what it is. And depending on if you're doing a service to the community or a disservice, it's gonna depend on the reaction when people see you.
Bro,
You know
when I
what
think
I'm saying?
of a gang, I'm thinking corruption. I'm thinking of
Because
I'm
you
thinking of
have
a
let the media-
racketeering.
You
I'm
have let
thinking,
the media.
I'm thinking about the government.
You have let the media.
I'm thinking about the college scams.
You have let the media, like Taylor Gang with
Come on, man.
Wiz Khalifa,
That's a record label.
corrupt. Hustle Gang, T.I. corrupt,
As a person,
huh?
as a person, or as a whole unity.
Talking about the unit, dog.
I can't call it. I can't
They-
call it. Nah.
If the Hustle Gang is holding Christmas,
You know what is a
celebrations for
gang?
the hood, giving out
You know what?
shoes
You know
and
what
shit.
is a gang? These pharmaceutical industries. That's a gang, bro.
If they got them a nice little logo and they got employees walking around like,
What do you
"Hey, what's
mean?
up?" Yeah, they
They feed us drugs to get us sicker.
Right, you
Come
think
on,
that
bro.
gangs are strictly as evil, dog.
Come on. What do you mean? The government is one of the biggest gangs
Like,
known to man.
The medical hospital. Everybody wearing scrubs.
I mean, yeah, like
Doctor
If you're
Coates.
taking it from a funny perspective, yes. Like everybody,
McDonald's
every
is a gang.
Yes, nigga, because we got them
Walmart
M's.
is a
we got
gang.
them fries.
Walmart is a gang.
Yes, nigga. Dub City,
Navy blue all day. But yeah,
khaki pants.
like with that, like most most gangs start off positive unless
you fuck with us.
most of them have what they believe to be noble causes. You gotta watch out because some people's perspectives are fucked up. Because it was a certain gang that was started back in the day, and they thought that eradication of black people was one of the one of life's goals. You know what I'm saying? Even when the United States first started, one gang philosophy that they had when they first came across the water was, we need to keep taking this land until we see another ocean on the other side. You know what Manifest Destiny is?
Yes, man.
That was part of gang philosophy. So I'm pretty sure that anybody that they ran past, whether it be Native Americans or Mesoamericans, South Americans, anybody that they ran across and that they seen as a threat, I'm pretty sure that they got banged on. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think we got a government
Even
one of the
when,
biggest gangs of all time?
Even when somebody decides to open up a McDonald's, that is my corner right there now. Nobody else is gonna have my spot. I claimed it. I put my name on it. Put that big ass M with the golden arches up there.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
And now we selling product
It's hard
on
to
the
say.
corner.
Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings, going at it.
Gang, gang. 2 gas stations across the street. The
7
funny
Up,
shit is,
7-Eleven, Quick Trip.
the funny shit.
7-Eleven got shut down. Quick Trip standing tall.
Well, that shit is funny,
Over there on
man.
Cooper.
You know what the
Oh,
funny
man.
shit is? Some gas stations ain't gonna make it because they built some shit right there that's across the street, and somebody built some shit that's right here where you could just make a right turn. The niggas across the street and get no more action.
Yeah, it's funny. They remind me of Good Burger. Well, Mondo Burger.
Mondo
Yeah.
Burger.
Yeah, we got the sauce, but they got them big ass jumbo burgers and shit over there.
Yeah,
It's all about the sauce.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on what you're in for. It depends on what you're in for. But yeah, like you know what I'm saying, with gangs, like it
QT
always,
for life.
most of the time gangs, especially one thing that you got to watch out with gangs, that's why establishments have rules and they have the shit written down and documented, and whenever new people come in, they are understood these rules, and whenever amendments are made, it is like a group discussion, you know what I'm saying, like a conference, you know what I'm saying, because the way how our gang was, I think it was mostly based on, you know what I'm saying, nobility and pride. When the Black Panthers was around, it was probably nobility and pride. And
See, I can't call the Black Panthers
when that shit dissolved,
I can't.
people was just having wild guesses of what the shit was about. You know what I'm saying? And then like they was at first it was like, yeah, man, we just protecting the community. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why I can't call them a gang.
Like the police don't really care about us because, you know, racism shit is still running rampant. You know what I'm saying? And then like the cruelty to people is still happening. You know what I'm saying? And then like we just want to protect our community, and we want to try and provide with the community. And then drugs came and hit from where did the drugs come from? South America.
Mm-hmm.
And then that
Cuba.
shit fucked everything up.
What are they
It started turning people against each other.
called?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers get greedy. Like the sins started kicking in.
And who brought it in?
Shady.
Mm-hmm.
Who brought it in?
The biggest gang in the world.
You damn right, the government. Let's go ahead and get that out there.
Shout out to y'all.
So you can't call the Black Panther a gang?
I can't.
So then, like Lecrae said, what does CRIP stands for?
Community.
CRIP stands for Community Revolutionary Inter-Party Service. But it's still a gang because they wore all blue. They was doing the same thing Black Panthers was doing. Now, Bloods, that's when they wanted to make it no, man, we got to start something else. We don't like wearing blue, so let's wear red. So what does red resemble? Blood. Hot sauce, now I'd rather say blood. So they just said Bloods.
Man,
Ketchup. No, that sounds too girly. Somebody was like, hot sauce. No, it resembles blood. Blood sound more tough.
We want one syllable.
Dang, I can't even remember old dude name that started.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember old dude name that started. But
Started Black Panther?
Roger. Damn, I can't remember his name. I know it's Rogers.
Somebody that started the game.
Yeah,
T.
yeah.
Rogers. I don't think it was him. He was probably one of the OGs though.
Nah, he was one of the. He was one of
Blood?
the. Yeah, because really the Black Peace Stones in the beginning.
And he was on somebody's music video.
I think
Was it Waka Flocka's?
Yeah, he was.
He was on the Waka Flocka video.
He was. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like with the gangs, like you gotta watch out with the transitions to the next generation, because if the next generation come ignorant and they just be like, man, shit, my OG was off up in there, so now we off up in there, and they don't have no type.
They don't
of,
have the knowledge.
No sense of
no origin of where this, of what this is about.
Yeah, it's a difference, bro. Like you don't you gotta have some type of knowledge behind actually joining and stuff. Like you just don't join it because you think it's cool, bro.
Yeah, like they probably seen like the gang like they probably seen their OGs like beat up somebody for like, you know what I'm saying, violating a certain rule, and then like they seen that, and you know most of the time controversy sells, so most of us get sold whenever we see something glamorous and spectacular, like somebody getting their ass beat, and then whenever they decide that they want to be down, and they be like, shit, man, I seen my OGs beat somebody ass, so if I feel like I need to beat somebody ass, it's finna happen. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, that's how shit start going into a downward spiral. Like, gangs could really turn shit around if they had, like, you know what I'm saying, like, most of the time,
A business standpoint.
the OGs try.
Yeah, but you got the little young niggas out here losing.
Yeah, but it's more like it's more youth than, like, you know what I'm saying. The youth will always be greater than the people that's
and
older.
that's why it's watered down now. It's
Unless
like
it on the Black
don't have the
Plague
same
happened or something.
sense as it once did. Like that's why everything is so just goddamn watered down now, bro. I just can't even fathom it no more. It's like, what the fuck you even doing?
There's a formal way. There's a formal word for gangs.
Organizations.
Close.
I don't know.
Business
Corporations.
That's one.
Yeah.
That's one interpretation.
Yes. Corporations.
Like, I don't know if
Southwest Airlines Corporation. SA Gang. SWAG. Swag. Southwest Airlines Gang. God damn.
If everybody could get if people could get their shit together just right, you know what I'm saying, you might see well, I think the reputation is kind of fucked up right now, but if everybody get their shit right, you might see a building that just say like Crips or something on there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they got Crips-Cola. So.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout out.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to the positive gang influences out here. You know what I'm saying? Like people that just would like to, you know what I'm saying, represent where they're from. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
So which GHG you rolling with?
You say what?
Which GSG you rolling with? You know what that stand for. Okay, I'm gonna throw an example. I'm rolling with Quick Trip QT. GSG.
Which gas station?
Gas station gang.
Gas station gang?
Whenever you roll by some gas station, which one you already like? Yeah, I'm gonna go
I'm gonna
there.
have to say, man, I'm gonna go ahead and choose Quick Trip too, because them breakfast pieces is off the chain.
That banana cream,
And
you
a
can
dire
only
need?
get it at.
You say the what?
I'm just gonna say when I'm in a dire need, whoever's fucking closest, when a
Oh.
nigga need gas, shit, it don't matter.
Oh, okay.
You unloyal.
I'm loyal
First of all,
to the
nigga,
soil.
if there's a QT right there, but shit, that's what I'm gonna go to. But shit, I mean, I got 7-Eleven,
Ugh.
I got Shell. They both 7-Elevens.
They both had a battle on Cooper Street. You know who won, right?
Who won?
7-Eleven ain't even got gas pumps no more. It's just a store.
That's
Be
the damn
like that
shame,
sometimes,
man.
man. Sometimes, like I said,
That QT
But,
has
um,
banana cream.
sometimes
I think
it's just
Circle
based
K
on-
coming around though. Circle K, look like they trying to take over.
Who?
Circle K.
Who?
Circle K.
Yeah,
They
y'all know.
presentation.
You
Yeah,
the
I know
only
them.
one at the table that know about the niggas.
Nah,
dog.
nigga, you
Nah,
know they on the
I've
corner.
seen them. I've seen them from time
Don't
to
try to
time.
front. You know
Their
they
presentation isn't as appealing and attractive like QT.
Well, of
QT
course
for
not. I
one
mean,
got my
'cause-
colors.
Man, Quick Trip, you be thinking that the girls want you and shit. I'll see you later.
I ain't never thought that, but I mean,
Need a receipt? All right, thank you. See you later.
nah, cause they be too quick with it. They don't want to
Hell
give you
yeah.
that friendly
Hit
reaction.
next.
Yeah,
I don't.
insert your card.
You never know. When I first heard it, when I didn't know this how they, I guess this how they was trained. When I didn't
Right.
know,
That
like,
nigga was like,
I was like, oh shit, girl.
See, when you go to
Come in
7-Eleven,
tomorrow.
and then
Make
you
come
hear her
back.
say it to the next person.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Now you feeling kind of funny.
Make you come
that was him.
in the beginning.
Yeah.
You stupid guy.
Now, let me ask you this though. I ain't never been. I hope y'all been. Bucky's.
No, never been there,
Shit
but I
that
see
be on
people
the
wearing the
middle of
merchandise.
roads. The shit that be on the middle of the roads. The
When you
beaver on
when
there.
you travel, yeah, when you road
Them
trip,
big ass like
yeah,
big,
Bucky's, yeah.
I ain't
You
never.
gotta
I ain't
watch
never
out
been
some-
in one.
You gotta watch out sometimes, man, because some of these snacks been up there for months.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
And people be wearing they merch like it ain't nothing
For real, I be seeing them big ass beavers and shit.
on their hats and shit. Like,
Some
what's so
be-
great about Bucky's?
Some of them be having restaurants.
It's
and
just a
such.
mega gas station, I guess. 'Cause
For when you on the road, because I don't be seeing them around the DFW like that.
well, I think they getting closer because you know it's a brand new one in Denton.
I usually
Yeah,
just see them in the middle
when you're
of
about
nowhere.
to dip up out of here.
Yeah.
I just
Or
usually
come
see them
in.
on the middle of nowhere.
Well, that's the thing
They
because
might,
I don't.
they might be government funded for big rigs to transport goods.
I think there's Love's gas station. dude.
Love's, there's them.
Cause I know when I'm going to
Loves
Oklahoma,
be mixed with Carl's Jr.'s. I didn't even know they still exist.
Yeah, cars when you down south, and it ain't one up north. Like when we going to.
on my chain.
When you
up.
going from here to KC, you'll see one.
See,
Carl's
but that's-
Jr. mixed with Loves.
Where at though? Cause like when I gotta go to Kansas and we go straight to Oklahoma and shit, all we see Loves, but it's just Loves. That's it.
I'll see a Carl's Jr. I've stopped at it because I've had somebody ask me they want some fries. I was
Well,
like,
I think it depends on which way you go.
I seen the commercial.
Cars
That too.
Juniors?
That's
Yeah, I seen commercials, but I ain't never seen them.
I ain't got
bitches.
around to it. Y'all wouldn't seen that Quentin Tarantino yet?
Nah, man, I do want to see it though. Have you seen it?
Cheeseburgers got me thinking about this shit. Cause remember when Samuel Jackson? This is a tasty burger,
This is a tasty burger.
bruh.
Shot that.
Acting is 5 stars, dog. All filled in. I want to be a voice actor one day.
He had
too,
a
you know
movie
what
that
I'm
came
saying?
out. What was it called?
Nah, I was just talking about.
Are you
Quentin-
talking about-
like it just
Just
talking about
Quentin
cheeseburgers
Tarantino.
reminded me
Yeah.
of Quentin Tarantino, and
Yeah.
then that movie
That
into
Hollywood
this movie,
movie.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where I think it's about those Manson murders.
Yeah,
Because
I really want to say
some
this.
actors and actresses really got slayed by a cult in a house one night, and Tarantino gonna add his little flavor on there. So, bam, I think I'm going to go see that after we get through recording.
Oh, you gonna see it tonight? Okay,
And
bet.
then I want to try and see that Hobbs and Shaw tomorrow.
I'm gonna see it Tuesday.
Ooh.
$5
I'm gonna see it
Tuesday.
next. Stan can't because he gonna have something else to do.
Bruh, you know the action is finna be just ridiculous. dog.
A1.
I do want to see it.
It's so bad. Idris Elba had to go on Hot Ones, eating the spicy wings
Yeah,
on,
having
YouTube,
an
on
interview
YouTube.
at the same time.
Yep. Just interview about him and how he is on Hobbs and Shaw and other shit.
You ever thought about doing that Buffalo Wild Wings challenge?
Oh, I thought you was talking about the Hot Ones. I was like, it's called Hot Ones. But yeah, I thought about doing it because they said when you do the challenge, they add a little bit of extra of the blazing.
What y'all think? What y'all think about having an ODA episode of trying to get them wings digested?
Now, do you eat the whole wing or you just bite the wing?
No, you gotta eat the whole
Man, I'm
thing.
gonna clean that bone, man.
There you go.
Nah, bro.
Pause.
I need my colon.
I said, what?
Pause. He said he go clean that bone.
I need my colon.
Your what?
I need my colon.
He
I'm good.
said he need his colon. He need the colostomy. I just got it. They gonna come through with the colostomy bag, man.
Time for Tums. Need some Tums on the
good,
side.
man.
Jesus
I like spicy food, but I ain't trying to kill myself.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, man. They got, you know what I'm saying? It's a woman out here that took a selfie without a scarf on out there in the Middle East.
Don't tell me they killed her.
shit. They probably
Don't tell me they
probably
did
look
that,
for
man.
her.
Say that she is facing up to 10 years.
God damn. Man. I see that's the
At least
ridiculous.
they didn't kill her.
That's the ridiculous shit
Yep.
right there, man.
And
I mean, I'm not from that
from
part
what
of
I
the world.
heard, the
Me neither.
prisons over there are not. Like, I'm heard
Just
you-
like the one in
I'm heard-
Sweden.
I'm heard that you like shitting in holes.
I mean, I wouldn't think so. I mean, nah, bro. I ain't with that. I ain't with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, like I said, it's like it's certain generational things. Like I always say, like certain religious organizations are gangs too. You know what I'm saying? Certain religious organizations.
course.
Yeah, you know, certain religious organizations are gangs where
Wearing robes.
they have
Prophets
certain
and stuff,
rules.
and
You
then-
got to watch out because sometimes they uphold their principles too hard, and sometimes those principles do not keep up with the times. Like one of the reasons why I'm thinking that, you know, that women were supposed to cover up is to try and I guess to make sure that love was real, or that dudes wasn't doing creepy shit all the time to women.
Wait, what you talking about?
Like in the Middle East, why women got to be covered up.
Oh,
And
to make sure love was real.
yeah, in Islamic religions.
All you can see is their eyes.
Yeah, you be
And
like,
then you unveil their
damn,
face.
she got some pretty eyes.
Be like
Thank
what he
you for
said.
speaking to me every day, and then like, you know what I'm saying.
You see what that mouth look like.
Hey, do y'all think it'd be lit though if you found out that you had real good senses, right, and you was talking to a girl, just looking at her eyes through the you know what I'm saying, through the eyes, and
I
then
don't
like
know what
when
it's
she took it
called.
off, she was just bad. You'd be like, but what y'all think about the niggas that be finding out that they
They be sad for life. Because in the Middle East, you gotta
already
stick
married?
with them.
We already married.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's the only time you're gonna find
that's
out
a
about
decision you made. So
it. They don't play that shit in the Middle East. You married to them and you already seen them unveiled. Hey, that's for life right there. Unless you move to America.
Man, so is it really good? Is it good or bad for the women or the men?
I don't know.
There's a lot of ugly girls that could use some Middle Eastern treatment.
Damn.
I'm gonna say it's already bad for the women. It's probably already bad for the women. Because they already see how the man look while he trying to flirt with her. She like, oh, he ain't gonna like how I look.
That's a trivial question right there,
Bro,
dog.
they got too much confidence for the way they look, bro. They gotta chill.
What you talking about?
What you talking about? Niggas, a man. Like,
Oh, over there?
yeah.
You say they're not cute enough for you, dog?
First of all, it ain't for me at all. Like, shit,
Low
she better lower your
It'd be
goddamn
the same
confidence.
thing. It'd be
nigga.
the same thing in Mexico. Let's keep it real. Because I be working in these Hispanic grocery stores. I be seeing these bomb ass women. Turns out that this motherfucker right here is the husband.
Why
See that nigga with
why
some
y'all
sandals
hating,
on with a
man?
hat.
He out of shape.
Why y'all be hating, man?
Smell like beer. He purposely is out of shape. Smell like beer. He's just a hardworking man that bring in a lot of bread. And she with him, and she enjoying that dude.
Why y'all hating on my ugly niggas out here, man?
Cause I ain't an ugly nigga.
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even say. I wouldn't even say it's I'm hating on the ugly. I'm hating on the fakery. She ain't in love with that motherfucker. She in love with his money.
Well,
Because they hardworking motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just gonna say she got stuck in an unfortunate situation. She
Tell
got
y'all,
pregnant.
Women are some of the most loyal.
Women. You want to add something before that word?
Wasn't that a disclaimer?
You say
Black
what?
women, white women, Hispanic, Asian,
I'm
or
saying-
just
I
women?
say women, dog.
Are the
Women
most loyal?
Some of the most loyal specimens on this earth.
When it comes to what?
Sometimes they
You
so
can't
he's
just say, you
challenging
can't
you
just
right
put a
now.
period at the end of that.
He's challenging you right now.
All right.
He's questioning.
Sometimes it's so loyal that y'all know it's a such thing as bad loyalty, right?
Yes.
Like
Okay,
toxic,
good,
I'm gonna
good.
call it toxic loyalty.
There you go. Okay, cool. I thought he just meant
Like
perfect
I
loyalty.
just seen a video on Twitter of some girl giving head in the backseat of a car while kids were watching,
You know how old
and
that is?
there was a shovel knocking on the window. I said I just seen a nigga. I ain't
Bro,
say the shit.
is
was
that
just
what the
released.
is that what the little black boy knocking on the bro? I think that was his mama.
Yes.
I think it was his mama, and I forgot.
Now, whether she was loyal to the dude that she was giving fellatio to, or she was loyal to whatever her mission was, if it was like trying to get a little piece of change or something like that.
For the kids.
That's toxic loyalty right there. That shit finna scar somebody for life.
Is this a segue?
Some woman that's sitting up there, oh yeah, we did that shit smooth. I don't even want to call out segues no more. I just want to be like,
just go into it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we like the natural evolution. Like whenever it showed like a little tadpole turn into a frog and shit. But yeah, seeing that toxic loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Another form of toxic loyalty. Whenever a woman is so loyal to a man that she starts, you know what I'm saying, ignoring everything that her children try to get her to consider about the man. She just be like, "Fuck that! This nigga's perfect." You know what I'm saying? Like that's toxic loyalty.
They
right
made a
there.
movie out of that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
or movies.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if women got a certain sense. That's why I want to get the sister-in-laws here, man. I got. I'm gonna hit them up.
Yeah, go ahead. Spread the word.
I'm gonna hit them up, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I want y'all. I'm gonna probably like start doing like some like bonus episodes because we can sit up here and talk our shit because." Like having like too many people on the mic, I feel like people can't get their energy out. You know what I'm saying? Like when we had 5 guys in one podcast, it was like everybody was waiting on some shit, and then we'll roll over a topic, and then that shit was like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That was like what you call I don't know what the fuck you call
An
it.
unprofessional circumstance.
Or just a massive.
Yeah, I can't see how they be doing it on them talk shows like The View and shit like that. Like I bet everybody be wanting to say some shit, but like with that loyalty thing, man, loyalty you got to treat that shit right, man. Because if you treat it wrong, man, shit, you gonna have you know what I'm saying, your kids hating you and shit. You know what I'm saying, for life. You know what I'm saying,
Lifers.
What you think you finna do something? Nah, you wasn't even around. Nah, you was wasting your time with so and so back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Or you sitting up here, you looking at the wrong things and shit. You know what I'm saying? You loyal to like dudes that's think it's cool to go and break into people's houses when you could be loyal to some dude that's starting up a little business, a little legit business, selling some clothes somewhere, and then bam, he ended up having a clothing line and everything, and you decided to be with the dudes whose company of service was breaking into people's houses,
Right,
because
it was bringing
y'all
in
got
some
y'all
income
own
at that
rooms
moment.
that's 6 by something feet, sleeping on a brick, shitting right next to where you sleep. You know what I'm saying? God damn, this shit was vivid, dog. Oh man, but anyways, this loyalty thing, it can be beautiful, a beautiful example. If you've been keeping up with all those Marvel movies, you finna cry during Endgame, dog.
Of course.
You gonna cry a couple of times, dog. Like one thing that I love about art, if you loyal to certain pieces of work, you will be rewarded greatly.
I didn't cry.
You been keeping up with all of them?
Yeah, I didn't cry.
You seen Thor Ragnarok?
Yes.
You seen Spider-Man Homecoming?
Yes. What else you got for me?
I'm trying to psych you out.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't cry either, but I did feel sad.
Dog.
Doesn't mean tears came out.
I was fully invested.
No, you want a better example?
I've been invested since Marvel vs. like Capcom and cartoons and everything.
That
like,
ain't deep
all that
enough.
shit. What happened?
You want to talk about some tears? 1995. Toy Story 1. And then there's Toy Story 4 that came out.
I seen you going on your rant.
I didn't
seen you
see
going on your
4 yet.
campaign. I seen your Toy Story campaign.
I was trolling.
I
Big
didn't see
time.
4 yet.
Niggas upset.
He's like,
Especially when I said
Toy Story
John Wick 3. Niggas got pissed.
Damn.
Niggas got pissed. I was like, yes, I didn't hit a nerve.
I was like, this nigga here still.
What you
that nigga said fake news.
I was like, this nigga still be.
What you do?
He still use crayons. He still be coloring this shit at the house or something.
I was saying after I saw Toy Story 4,
And
I
he
was
saw
like,
Toy Story. I think he was like Toy Story over Spider-Man.
yep.
Toy Story over John Wick.
No. I said
Toy Story over
Spider-Man.
Avengers Endgame.
I said Spider-Man, then Endgame, then John Wick. That's when they got them. I was like, okay, let me slow down. Because I was just trying to hit nerves.
I like John Wick. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
But I just felt neutral about it.
What you mean?
Because I already fucking knew it was going to be another chapter.
Yeah.
I just felt neutral about
I mean,
it.
I didn't know it was gonna be another chapter. I thought he was
Nothing
gonna,
traumatizing truly happened
I
to
thought he
him.
was gonna like shave his head and run off to the to somewhere.
I knew the way it's set up and the way how the endings like kind of panned out. I was like, oh shit. I already knew something else was going to
He's
happen.
a new age Chuck Norris.
Yes,
Low key.
he has single-handedly revitalized his whole career. Because
We got to put Chuck Norris in there, though? We can't
Uh,
put somebody else?
Chuck Norris is a legend.
I'm not a fan of Chuck Norris.
Okay, you a fan of Bruce Lee?
I am.
Did you see the movie where Chuck Norris had the hair
Yes,
on his
but
chest?
I'm not
And
a
how
fan.
Bruce Lee ripped it
What
off.
about Walker, Texas Ranger?
Bro, that shit used to piss me off when it came out. I used to change.
Bruh, it was so beautiful when he would kick somebody down the stairs.
Roundhouse kick.
Roundhouse kick and shit. I
Kick
didn't give a
somebody
damn about him
through
with
a
them damn
table.
boots.
Kick somebody through a window.
You didn't show my black man enough love in the show. Come on, man.
Bruh, what was his name?
I really forgot his name.
You ain't even showing him no love.
Oh shit! I ain't really care about
Mate.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Bruh, I fucks with Chuck, dog.
I'm not a fan of it.
That's a good shirt right there. I fucks with Chuck.
It may be out there, or well, not Fear the Beard because
I don't even feel like Googling the shit, but anyways.
And you talking about some, to this day, he still messing with crayons. Nigga, we talking about something that touches you back to your childhood.
I was talking about that nigga really loved Toy Story this much. He sound like he still be coloring shit.
Oh, no. The kids nowadays don't know how good they got it.
They don't.
Have you seen the action figures of Toy Story?
Bro, have you
How
seen
much
action
realer
figures?
can it
Have you
get?
seen action figures? Period. They got the shit where they can snap the hand off and pose shit. Like you can take the head off and put on a whole nother like if somebody
Goku's head, you can put his regular head on there, and then the Super
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan.
or Super Saiyan 2, 3.
I'm not amazed by that.
They got it where if you get a
amazed
whole
by that.
team, if you get a whole team of action figures, it got different pieces to another action figure. You put it all together.
The shit I am
And
amazed
save
by
you
is
more.
the fucking Iron Man suit and Iron Man mask. Just having that shit. Period. I can wear a whole mask, not just a pullover cover shit. A whole.
I swear we had a
mask.
plastic mask
Not just a little shit you put on your head
with the
and
string.
just- No, I'm talking about nigga.
You talking about the
actual, like,
movie edition,
the shit that
cinematic
you press
edition.
and it come up and come down, light up. All
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty cool.
I had that shit.
I mean, the kids have some beautiful things.
kids don't even fucking.
But
fuck
you
with
know what?
toys now.
You know what them having them beautiful things costs? Them having imagination.
Really, because I be hearing people say this shit all the time. Because like back, say like how video games used to be retro vibes back when video games graphics wasn't like directly so close to real life.
Yeah.
It's more like you run, say like Final Fight, you run around sideways. You know, in the game, 1, 2, 3, kick, 1, 2, 3, kick, jump, kick. But in your head, bro, you fighting so hard, dog. You like turning around, sweating like, and then like you do the little spin kick, yeah, and then like he do the shit, and then he like spin, knocking barrels and shit over. Some dude show up talking trash. I got your girl, she got on a red dress. It's party time. He got a gun, and then you be like, let's get it. I don't even know how to dance, y'all, but I get my fighting stance from Tekken characters. I mean, I get my dance, I get my jigs from Tekken character fighting stances. You know what I'm saying? Like I know
Forrest Law.
You know, Jen, he go like this, you know what I'm saying? And then like, Law, you know what I'm saying? Law.
So when were you first introduced to Tekken?
Huh?
When were you first introduced to Tekken?
It was on the demo disc. Tekken 2 was on the demo disc. You could play with Lei Wulong and you could play with June. And that was it. And then my first official Tekken that I got in real life, it was a Christmas in the 90s. I think it was 99. Tekken 3, one of the best games.
When did Tekken Tag come out?
Ever. In the early 2000s when the PS2 first dropped.
Tekken Tag Tournament? Boy, that shit was so fun.
Tekken 3 was my first one. And then I think I got into Tekken at Peter Piper Pizza. That's when I got into Tekken for real.
I had it at home first. When the first PlayStation dropped, and it used to come with the demo disc, legendary demo discs.
Yeah.
But man, it was something magical. It was something magical about those times when I don't even know if kids probably still do, but I know as adults, like I guess because niggas is grown and shit, like sleepovers used to be, you know what I'm saying?
Sleepover was lit.
Used to be like
The shit.
It used to be
Used
like
to be the shit.
man, especially before games went online.
Yeah, multiplayer.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
When
Like
you had two controllers at the crib, or they had one, they'll bring it over.
Yes.
get that multi-tap popping.
Especially on
See,
Nintendo 64.
Bro, when
Four?
you had the 4, oh my gosh.
Bro, that Nintendo 64 was keeping families together.
Revolutionary.
That I think I had. I
Fucking
fucking when I had
Mario
GoldenEye.
Party.
Kart,
GoldenEye was the shit.
GoldenEye,
4 players
Mario
running through the
Party.
catacombs.
Torah.
I hated Torah.
Star
It was hard.
Not Star Wars. Star
Star
Fox.
Yeah.
You
That Super
unlock
Smash Bros.
multiplayer.
Perfect Dark.
Yeah. Perfect Dark. Zero.
Yeah, Perfect Dark
Rest-
Zero.
All them wrestling games like
Yeah.
No Mercy and shit.
No
WrestleMania.
Mercy, bro. Was it No Mercy 2000?
You know what I just now noticed? That I heard the people that made those wrestling games are the same ones that made Def Jam.
Damn.
That's why Fight for New York
was legendary.
it kind of feel like
It's
if you
fucking
look at how the mechanics and shit is, that
Hell
shit kind
yeah.
of feel like how No Mercy and shit was.
Why can't they just remake that damn game? Is it because of the whole
But
Def Jam?
it's a lot. I think it's a lot of licenses and
yeah,
shit.
because of the whole labeling situation.
If somebody like
Yeah.
see even if they made an HD remake, if somebody be like, if like it's a rapper out there that's like living in a 1-bedroom apartment because he done fell off, like he ain't in mansions and shit no more, and he see
Yeah.
himself on the game and he like, hold up,
They didn't even talk to me about this.
and like another thing, this is like I guess touching back to that Monica interview, she was talking about the industry real good. Besides being an independent artist and a signed artist, whenever you sign to certain things, like a lot of
You're
people don't look at the
limited.
fine print. Like a lot of stuff that you think is yours, just because like you sing it and shit, it's not yours.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They take away
Limited.
your
And even with
Artistic rights.
even
Yeah.
when you want to feature somebody on a song,
They like, no.
like they be like, we own this persona, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then,
that's-
like,
that's
you,
the
you can't even
worst.
like you could talk to a dude on the phone, he'd be like, yeah man, if it's okay with my peoples,
Yeah,
then
bro,
you could be
that's-
on the song with me. And like that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's one thing that a lot of people do not know about the industry.
That's why they've been.
Which
getting
is
on
another
these,
reason why I know to pursue it is hard. Because you get signed, you done for.
Well, that's the thing. It's a different way how you can try to go at it. That's a lot of people are getting on these young rappers because they flossing it. They got $1 million, $5 million, $10 million deal, but then you just sold basically your whole life away for the next.
Basically, that's why those who are signed, now that we talking about it, do more mixtapes nowadays than anything.
Yeah.
Because
And then-
mixtapes is theirs.
I say mixtapes is probably one of the best ways if you want that raw, unfiltered money.
Independence.
Your money gonna be it's a lot of filters that you got to go through if you sign with a label.
But I think even if you drop a mixtape as a signed artist, bro, they take it. Everything that you make is theirs. Everything.
That's that 360 deal. That 360 is where you like even if you go on the road and shows hand over fist money, you
Yeah.
owe us a percentage and shit
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
they'll always want to
Or
be.
like if you sell
Just a
merch,
little bit.
or like even like I bet it's some like I bet it's some
Kendrick-
deals out there that be
Kendrick
like
spoke on that.
if
On
you-
on Untitled Unmastered. You know, what does the black man say? What does the Asian say? What does the Indian say? Then when he was talking about the white, it's not in that order, but he was talking about what does the white man say? And he was like, your mortgage, mixtapes, master, I need a piece. He was talking about when you get signed, they gonna want a piece of every little thing that you put out.
Oh yeah.
pretty much.
I forgot who was saying something. I can't remember what interview I was watching, but somebody hit on something. They were just saying
It's understandable to a certain point because most of the time, whenever you do that, you are using a platform that can spread
To boost
You know what I'm
your.
saying?
I mean, yeah, it's
promote,
great.
like to promote yourself, put your face somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
So
put
of
you on
course
the
they're gonna
billboard
need a
or something.
piece of it.
But sometimes motherfuckers is gonna try and push it to see how much they could get out of you.
Of course.
without
Well, that's
you
the
knowing.
whole-
They're gonna try and play you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole part. Yeah, that's what they
Like
say.
Kodak
that-
once said, "You don't know a duck till you try one."
True, and that's what they say. The whole music game is basically just a revolving door. I mean, it's like that's how they get you. They throw this big ass advancement in your face.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. That's not your money anyway. That's
Signing
theirs.
bonus. Hell yeah.
Basically, what you got to do is basically sell off everything you can sell to basically recoup what they gave you. Cause basically everything that you earn,
Is a loan.
yeah. So basically everything that you
It's
get
paying off
from
a loan.
tour, all that stuff, it's not coming to you. It's
Yeah.
going right back into the record label's pocket.
Yeah, like I want to say that Master P, he did something similar, and like when he had a partnership that it was like they was like, as long as we get this amount, we're down to help you. And he was like, yeah, I know. I'm like my reputation is like national anyway. So what he
Your
did
reputation
was,
precedes you.
yeah, he was like he made sure that they couldn't go over that amount. And that's how he made so much money, because he limited it right there, because he let them set their own price at the table.
I think they only got like 30. I think he had like the highest percentage.
He
of,
let them
like-
set their price, because, like, if I was in his shoes and I played it similar, like, you sit in a room with a bunch of people that probably don't even fuck with you like that, so they're not aware of your presence. But Master P was, like, heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially, like, in the mid-'90s, Ice Cream Man and all that stuff came out. It was heavy. And, like, he came in there with, like, unknown leverage. And, like, they probably thought that they was playing him. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest,
Well, I think he was truly independent. He just had
had-
like a distribution deal.
yeah, a
Yeah.
partnership.
Yeah.
He had it in the bag. You know what I'm saying? He had it in the bag just like that. So like when they was like, all right, as long as we get this amount, then yeah, we'll you know what I'm saying, we'll do business with you. He was like, all right, that's it. You ain't going over. We good. And then, bam, all that money came out. But it's a lot of I want to say this, like a lot of reasons why people trying to make adjustments and all this stuff, because if they get a gauge on how much you finna get, they not finna put no limit on there if they can help it. They finna try and keep the percentages going.
Yeah. That's why I like what Crit did when he left Def Jam, because that's like that little thing he was going through with them. Like, they didn't want to push him anymore. They were trying to like limit what he had. They were trying to work on the other label mates that he had. He was just like, once he finally got off that deal, bro, and got into his own independent thing, he's like, from here on out, bro, I'm only doing partnerships. I ain't labeling up with nobody ever again. He was like, my label, that's it. If you want to do a partnership, I'm cool. But me signing on to you, hell no. I will never do that again. And that's what's teaching me right now.
Yeah, I want to say it's a transition too, because like with technology and shit, I'll use Mike Jones for an example. Mike Jones had the perfect promotion campaign when he was with his mixtapes.
Yeah, the whole Switch the House campaign.
Yelling out his phone number, 281-330. Everybody still know that number.
Yeah, I seen that shit today.
But then that shit happened in the midst of the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that whole marketing scheme, it had to switch. If it didn't switch, then you know what I'm saying, that shit gonna get quiet as far as music goes. I'm pretty sure I hope he got business ventures elsewhere. But as far as music goes, like yelling out your phone number is probably not gonna work unless you want to get trolled today.
Let me ask y'all this: do you think artists today are more successful than the ones that were like in like the mid 2000s? As in you like a Chingy, a Ludacris, like your big name people that we would see on 106 and Park and stuff like that.
The people that's at the top. It's more populated now, but if you want to say on average, no.
Yeah, I'm about to say hell no.
On average, no, because back then it was like on some chosen type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like pretty much you was enabled by people as they call gatekeepers in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like say like Quincy Jones was responsible for a lot of people's successes.
Yeah.
But like these days, the internet is responsible for a lot of people's successes. You know what I'm saying? So now it's more populated. So with the shit being more populated, like back in the day, if you was chosen, bam, you got all this pie right here.
Right.
If you was chosen, bam, you got all this pie. But now, the internet be choosing people. So it's like it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it's just less pie.
See, I don't know. I look at it from a different perspective. Cause I'm looking at it as like, I feel like people today, I feel like they are more successful because they had a more of an independent grind. They didn't actually have to, I got to suck up and try to get Def Jam to call me or Interscope to call me or I got to do this so I get a record label. It's like they got it on their own somehow and started some type of independent label or they got some type of publishing deal somehow and pushed it from there. I feel like a lot of people back then were just basically just signing record labels.
Yeah, because like, when you think about it, especially you sound like you come from the music
industry. You know what I'm saying, right?
You sound like you come from the music industry perspective. And like I'll say this.
Because think about it. Like how many current artists you know now is shouting at their own record label? Like I didn't hear, a Ja Rule screaming out his own record label because he was signed to somebody. I didn't hear a Chingy because he was signed to somebody.
Our industry is young, dog. Especially the hip hop industry. That shit is young, dog. Like when rap first started, it wasn't even like when LL Cool J and them and like Rakim and them niggas are some of the greatest rappers ever. It wasn't no money in what they was doing. It was like pure love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like
loving music no more, strictly business.
Yeah, and like toward the 90s is when shit started. They started seeing the potential of this shit. Like, oh shit, people is actually attending these concerts and shit. And damn, money started getting infused with it. You know what I'm saying? And then like, with that being said, it's still like maturing, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even say necessarily maturing. It's still making transitions.
Spread.
Like almost every decade, it's a new transition with how business models and shit go. Like back in the day, somebody grab a boom box and they'll have a battle rap in somebody's basement. They probably had like a little pot. Everybody that attended, everybody get like a little percentage. Everybody that came to the basement that night to see that rap battle.
You got served.
And then, like,
that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Like when you think about it, the 90s, that's when our music videos really first just started, like, you know what I'm saying, really just started like being seen everywhere. Like, remember how hard it was to see a rap video if you didn't have cable? Now look how easy it is to see a rap video now.
Yeah, because everything is basically digitally.
Social media.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically there at our
It's
fingertips.
easy for anybody to make a
You see
rap
how our
video.
generations transitioned, and that's just over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only time we used to watch videos was like on Saturday night after the Showtime at the Apollo on Flavor TV.
It's true.
That's it. And even
For us down here.
And even if you
I don't
had
know about
cable,
anywhere
even
else.
if you had cable in the early 90s, shit, MTV was like a pop station.
But you still had Yo MTV rap stuff.
That was the early 90s. They didn't come around to the early 90s. Before that, it was a pop
Yeah,
station. You know
it was. But I think there's something
like-
else we missing out on. I can't mention. I can't remember right now. But there's something else we missing out on. I know it was something before Yo MTV Raps. I think. I just can't remember right now. But I know it was something because you had
Fab Freddy.
Nah, I think he was on MTV.
He was on
Raps.
MTV.
He was on.
Yeah,
MTV
that was him.
Raps. It was something else because they had some stuff up in New York. I just can't remember right now, but I know it was something because.
But yeah, like that's like you know what I'm saying. That's just over. Like it's damn near doing the same thing that technology is doing during this turn of the millennium because this shit is different, dog. This shit, I don't know when it's gonna stop. I don't think the people that's doing the shit, they don't want to stop. The people that's innovating, the innovators and shit, they don't want to stop. They're gonna keep on going as fast as they can go. You know what I'm saying? And if shit let them go even faster, they just gonna mash the gas and just keep on going and going and going. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like
Yeah,
they talking
it's
about.
supposed to.
I heard talks of people trying to make an elevator that goes to the moon or something like that. That shit sounds damn near
Shit
impossible
sounds
to me.
very
Sounds like
dangerous.
anime.
And then like I heard Elon Musk talking about he want to make like an underground system throughout California at least starting off
Like as in,
Underground railroad.
transports and shit like that.
another subway,
Transports like for high speed.
just like they have in.
Subways.
And he was like comparing it to like
Ain't that some shit they have in Japan?
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, cause like if you could get some shit, if you get product underground, you could shoot that shit across down there like
Yeah, cause what did I see? Is that it was like somebody was trying to create something in the next 10 years that we could ship something from New York to California in 45 seconds. I was like, God damn.
I pray that that's recording. But yeah. Yeah, man, the innovations is crazy, dog. And yeah.
What y'all think about this new age prostitution, man?
You said new age prostitution?
Yeah,
Yep.
man. These OnlyFans,
Pimping ain't
Snapchats.
changed, just move to the web. Ain't gotta get no chick, no. You said what? I was quoting Pimp C. R.I.P. Chad Butler. I wear
So-
a pinky ring because of him. I'm not a pimp, but I am aware of the game.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all perspectives, if y'all have any, about this, I ain't gonna say up and coming or newly thing, because it's already been out there. So if you know anything about it or have any opinions about what these women do, what are your perspectives, if you have one?
When you say this, you talking like strictly like money in exchange for sex, or are you talking about a girl shaking her ass on Snapchat and then you paying?
Nah, see,
To
that's
see
not
it.
that's not the same thing. That's just a girl. That's just a nigga. Just I want to pay just to see her. I could go to a strip club.
Okay.
I mean, a female either having a list of things that she shows and you pay for to
Services.
see, or she lets you fucking all that. You're paying for these services.
I say some.
She has a whole menu.
I say some of these niggas need that shit, man. And when I say niggas, I mean everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean like it's some dudes out here that's I don't know, man. They might be socially awkward or something like that, and they and you know what I'm saying, like normal conventional women, they you know what I'm saying, can't keep up as far as being how should I say this, being civilized, you know what I'm saying, and trying doing things the normal way. And some people like practicing, some people like doing shit without attachment. And I'm hoping that these women out here are, if they are genuine prostitutes, they are not trying to get attached. They are just trying to provide a service. I want to say the reason why prostitution is illegal is because it is one of those activities that you could do without being taxed immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say that Cash App is helping with that because Cash App has taxes. And I want to say that low key, since I see it on Twitter so much, where women be like, hit me up in my DMs if you want to, I don't know, do some things. You know what I'm saying?
This is basically a legal way.
It's more like this. It's more like they be like for booking information.
Yes. Yes, for booking.
Females be like, for booking information, I'm going to be in your city or some shit like that. Hit me up. Bro. And then, like, I want to say that since Cash App has taxes and shit like that, that low-key, this shit already legal.
Yeah, it's legal because that's what they got the whole website. The OnlyFans thing.
It's low-key legal.
It's legal. They know why that website is fucking created. It's legal, bro. You know, the government know they doing that shit for a reason. They just want their little part of the pie.
They want their little cut, you know.
That's it. You do your business, just give us our cut.
I don't have no problems with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done had like family members find out that women that they had married were actually prostitutes. And like I said, I wear this pinky ring for a reason. Like, you got to be aware how the game can go sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If you're aware how the game can go, you'll have less shame.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know if that pinky ring really matters today.
You say what?
I said I ain't gonna even lie, bro.
I wear it as appreciation. You know what I'm saying? I wear it as appreciation to somebody that I admired.
That's cool.
America is lucrative.
Yeah, you know what I'm
so
saying?
money hungry. And just losing the passion and all the things that we grew up to love. Video games, low key. I mean, the only people who
the
find
industry
passion
is fucked up. You don't even want to get me started on that.
Go ahead.
The only people who still got passion in the video game industry are those who've been playing games.
The Witcher 3. Oh.
Ain't GameStop shutting down?
Mm-hmm.
GameStop.
They got a big setback, a huge setback.
I want to say that the industry is low key trying to fuck them up because they don't like the fact that they make so much money off of them recycling games and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why digital sales is trying to get pushed because digital sales can't be resold.
Right.
Nope.
It's like raw, straight from
Once
the
you
company.
buy it, that's it.
Yeah, straight from the company.
That's it.
But GameStop be like getting people, and then like, you know what I'm saying, you go up there, you just bought the game, you get $5 back, then they sell that motherfucker for $50 more, and then the company is like, they just reselling our shit. And then like if it was all digital, everybody would be you know what I'm saying, from the company, and it would be raw, straight money to the company and shit like that.
PSN shout out.
But with the game industry, man, it's like this. Back in the 90s. Almost the same as the hip hop industry. Almost the same. It was so much unique shit coming out. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you'll have a game where you beat people up. You'll have a game where you shoot people. You'll have a game that's about jumping over shit. You'll have your typical sports games.
Yeah.
You'll have a puzzle game. You'll have, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll have all that shit. And, like, they wasn't really just hunting for the sales. You know what I'm saying? And the shit wouldn't be coming out, like, every 6 months like how shit be trying to do these days.
Bro.
Like,
or yearly.
The shit had more passion to it. Like, you could feel like that, like when it
had culture, more replay value.
The culture was so intact with games and shit. Like, you'll get a Game Informer book and you'll read through it and you'll start seeing, like, you know what
excitement.
I'm saying? Shit that's finna come out with the screenshots and shit. You'll see like when cheat codes and shit used to be fun back in the day.
Right.
And then like when the online thing happened, that's when like online, it gave access. First off, they was like, fuck all this split screen shit. We want everybody to have their own shit. That was like one type of way how money started, you know what I'm saying, fucking shit up. Because they was like, they're going to spend more money if everybody buy their own system. And then whenever games started, like first somebody was like, hey, we would like to add something into our game and we just want you to pay something a little extra for it. You know what I'm saying? It was like they just want to add something to it. And then it started becoming a business model where we're going to do this every time we come out with some shit.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
And like, even if the shit is done and sitting right here and we could put it in the game, nah, we going to get that extra money. We're going to put it over
take
here
it up
to the side.
piece.
Even when you look at it now, bro, it's like it went from just an entertainment basically just an entertainment thing to like basically a full-on business to
low key. The game industry is just like having some pizza. Cause what's pizza? Cause pizza back in the day, you would just pay one price to have all of what you want on your pizza with the toppings. Now, you want extra jalapenos, 50 cents extra. You want extra cheese on top of that, That's extra dollar.
A little bit of butter on your crust.
Y'all got
You
me
want your crust to be a little bit more fluff?
Y'all got me hungry as hell.
But see, that's pretty much what it is.
That's the thing, because look how it went from just basically being in-home entertainment to basically worldwide motherfucking making millions of dollars off the shit now. It's just basically a revenue thing. It's like we want to accumulate what we can get.
Like with me, like I understand that you want to, you know what I'm saying, that you want to capitalize on revenue, but if you want to capitalize on revenue, we want that quality and that passion. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask for. Personally.
But are kids actually playing games to actually have fun with them, or just so they can get good, so they can just make money?
See, that could be one of the drawbacks of this, like an article that came out with that said that Ninja made so and such money playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
That's gonna invite like a lot of people to try and make it into like some type of professional career.
It already is.
It is.
It already is.
I heard that they training people on Fortnite.
Yes, bro.
That they got schools.
That's why I have a big disagreement.
I heard that it's schools training kids on Fortnite. That shit is hilarious to me.
That's why I have a big problem with these so-called pro 2K players. Bitch, how the fuck you a pro? I'm good at 2K. It's just a game, bro. Once you learn the mechanics, like I learned the mechanics of a game.
Maybe this how the first rappers felt that wasn't really making too much money. Because we were just having fun in the basement, and everybody that came was giving us, you know what I'm saying, some change just to come have a good time.
True.
And then all of a sudden, some dude decided to go out of New York and go somewhere else, and he filled up a whole club, and then he found out that he could fill up a club somewhere else, and then he found that if he spread his tapes around, that people would buy these for some money, and then we're here today. I guess that's one of the cycles of I'm gonna say that's one of the cycles of attention. I'm gonna say attention is probably one of the biggest cycles, because attention is what gets you to pay that money. Why do kids want to get some toys? So they can sit up there and pay these toys some attention. Right. Why we want to play these games? Because we want to sit up here and pay these screens some attention. Why do we whenever music and shit come out, what makes the money? The fact that we want to go to these concerts, look at that stage, and give it some attention.
I don't go to concerts.
The fact that when you sitting off up in your car and you play some music, that beat
pastime
and them words,
Concerts,
them
low
some
key, is a
attention.
mind control thing.
I don't go to concerts.
It's something programmed, because concerts, I only been to 2. And I ain't gonna lie, it's not the biggest experience. Only time it's a big experience for me is if I'm going with somebody that I'm hella cool.
I don't like being that close to people. Cause I'll punch
I went
you.
to my first concert this year, and it was DMX, and it was one of the most powerful moments of my life.
Were you in a spacious? It looked like you was in a place where you had enough room to do like this. I mean,
I came off the muscle, and I got balcony seats. I was like, it was meant to be. You know something fucked up? It was a couple there. Well, they looked like a couple at first, but it was like this girl there, and there was this dude. It was like a whole little group, but it was a girl and a dude, and like I was standing next to them. Like I guess the girl liked the fact that I knew every song and shit like that, and I guess I had okay mannerisms thanks to Tekken. And then she was like rubbing on my back and stuff, and she was like, "You gotta be my bodyguard. You want to be my bodyguard?"
was she drunk?
I don't think so. Like, you want to be my bodyguard? And like, I was like, sure. And like, we was walking to the merch, because you know I had due to Nipsey's passing, I decided that I want to start appreciating my artists that I admire. So I buy merch whenever I go to concerts. Like when I went to that DMX concert, I bought some shit, and like we were standing in the merch line, and then she was trying to hold my hand and shit like that. And then like
I was a one night stand, bro. Why you didn't take it?
Huh? She was with some dude, man, and like
That's
obviously,
why would
she
rub
wasn't.
your back if she
I
was
ain't
some dude?
trying. To,
Obviously, she wasn't,
I
man.
ain't trying to live with no shit like that.
Oh,
man.
come on,
And
bro.
then,
You
like,
talking about you living
And then that shit creepy, dog.
you living through pimp.
That
You
shit-
lived that life.
Nah, man, that shit creepy to me, man.
You basically took that man's.
Huh?
Come on, bro. You basically took that man's woman, bro. Why you didn't achieve
I done-
greatness that night?
I done did what all these rappers just talking about before. Like, hey, I fucked your bitch. I done did that before, dog. And this shit don't leave a good taste in my mouth.
Come
like,
on, man. You gotta take the ring off, then.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, I'm not a pimp, dog. I said, I'm aware of the game.
You're aware
though.
of the game.
I'm aware of the game. Like,
I'm just
like if you want to go into this situation where quote unquote, yeah, I took your bitch. Like, one holiday season,
That sounds like a movie trailer.
I was with a young lady, and I asked her. I always ask female. I'd be like, "Where your boyfriend at?" What boyfriend you talking about? That was like our first time, you know what I'm saying, sitting and meeting with each other. And to make a long story short, it was a nice, passionate weekend. And then after that weekend, I asked what's going on. She was like, so and so came up to me talking about why you played me, la la la. I was like, oh, your ex. And then she was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh, when y'all break up? She was like, last week. And I was like, oh, I see how it is.
Last week.
And then, you know what I'm saying, she started having all these like confusions and shit like that. You know, I could have easily, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, kept her around if I wanted to. But to be honest, I didn't even want it like that. I don't even want no other flavors mixed in my ice cream, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I want my plain vanilla. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of vanilla?
Huh?
You gotta be you gotta elaborate. You got a French vanilla. You got home style. Which one you going?
I'm gonna say home style.
Okay, I can rock with that. I can rock with that.
But yeah, man, that was my story with that. You know what I'm saying? I let that situation go. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God. You know what I'm saying?
I still got a problem with these fake ass pro players.
And like with me, I got a certain amount of courtesy for all my brethren and sistren. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all ain't gotta ever worry about me talking to y'all like girl behind y'all back or something like that inappropriately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
No.
you could look at me and you ain't,
Elaborate.
like you ain't never gotta worry about. Like I remember one time you had asked me, you was like, "Yeah, man, we cool and everything, but you'll never try and take my girl, right?" And I was like,
Well, look, bro. I wasn't there, so I don't know.
I was like, nah. It was preposterous to me, but I know it is some niggas that be shooting low key shots under the table. You know what I'm saying?
You look mighty confused.
Oh, okay. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I never.
Because I ain't felt that way towards him, but I know I'll be asking a bunch of my homies that, like,
Nah, I ain't
just
never.
because.
I never in my life.
Are there
seen
really a
something.
multitude of niggas out there that's like that?
Yeah.
So you gotta be worried.
It's
It's
gonna
you
be
cool
cool
with
with
you.
you.
It's certain environments that's like that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's certain places where, like, I'm pretty sure the female that was giving head in
This-
the backseat of the car, I'm pretty sure that things like that is going on all the time. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
that's probably what her norm is.
Yeah, you know.
She probably used to get passed around.
I
I'm
had
pretty
to.
sure that wasn't the baby's father.
I probably had asked you that after I done ran into that coworker back at RTG that said he done had sex with his homeboy's sister, and they didn't. He's like, hey, if his homeboy's girl look good, and she talking to him, he gonna talk back.
Yeah, that's
just the
fucked
dude
up.
that said he done had sex with 500 women
Yeah,
in
that's
a year.
hands.
You know
That's-
who I'm talking about.
That's hands on sight right there.
He know what I'm talking about.
That's
So
hands
once
on
I
sight
realized
right
that he was that type of dude, I'm like, hold on, me and this dude we kind of cool. So if I had a fine piece, he might try to get at it.
So you gotta know right then and there. That's not a real.
That's not a cool dude.
That's basically I don't know who he is in society. That's just hands on sight right there. I don't even gotta say what's up to you. This bank, it's over with.
I mean, if you establish that you are
That type of dude.
if you establish that you are with a woman and you know what I'm saying, and that you present the potential for things to go deeper than shallow water, you know what I'm saying? If y'all expect to, submerge each other in love and shit like that, then the real friends is gonna respect those boundaries.
Yeah. It's even fucked up for the girl to even let the shit continue. If the motherfucker even attempted. For her to even entertain it in the first place, you got to question her too.
That's why I said you got to watch out for females that's not used to attention, coming from all directions.
Yes.
You got to respect the females that want to be trusted, and the ones
But what about the
that
ones
have a
that
good-
used to
the
attention but
one
just
that
like
focus.
it?
You say what?
What about the ones that are used to attention but just like it?
They hoes.
Okay. Straight to the facts.
Shout out to the hoes.
Case closed.
Oh, bars. Like I
Ooh.
said, fuck them pro players,
Ooh.
man.
You
If
say
y'all
what?
niggas ain't never touched a field, you ain't no Madden pro. Shut the fuck up. Catch these hands, bro.
Hitman B.
Catch these hands
And,
real quick.
See, y'all make me want to go, but I don't want this motherfucker to be like Lord of the Rings long, man. Y'all want to keep on going?
What you mean? What you mean? I mean, I ain't tripping. What you tripping?
Nope.
You tripping? I mean,
It's
you
no-
want to
this-
catch movies, but I mean,
My mind is
speaking these-
sitting back eating popcorn right now.
Speaking of these professional games.
What you got for me, bro?
What y'all think about this new Call of Duty?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
It look good.
It look good.
I ain't played it yet, so it look good.
That ground war just reminds me of Battlefield.
I
though.
do kind of feel like, while we was talking about how the gaming industry was corrupt for a sec, I do feel like it's more passion coming back because they're starting to see that.
Don't let it fool you.
They're starting to see these cycles go flat.
But don't let it fool you, though. Don't let a trailer fool you.
I'm not talking about that.
I know what he's talking about.
I'm talking about like
I want him to get to it.
I'm talking about like it's
Go ahead.
like I feel like back in the day, games used to be inspired by movies. Like say how like something like Metal Gear Solid was inspired by like James Bond or something like that. Some dude with a silencer on the front cover like this. But now games is to a point where if you make this shit just right, that shit gonna be inspiring movies. Like the cycle flipped. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was always that way.
Like say like you say what?
I kind of thought it was always that way. I thought it was.
What you mean?
You know, most movies are inspired by games, not the other way around. Because when I think of Metal Gear Solid, I don't think of a James Bond at all.
Movies came first, and I know for a fact that it was inspired by James Bond. The creator said it. Put your gun down. No, I'm just. Put your gun down. He was like, that shit funny.
But I mean, I'm just saying from my perspective how I see it. I didn't see it that way.
But yeah, like it. I feel like it is more passion coming back, and like especially like if one thing break through, it allows more to break through. Like the reason why we don't see too many hip hop movies anymore. Would y'all like to take a guess at that?
What do you mean?
Like,
the reason why they don't make those anymore?
The reason why they're not hitting the theaters.
Yeah, it's like how they once
is because of that Tupac movie. The Tupac movie.
Are you trying to say
sunk that?
You think that destroyed hip hop movies?
Like as far as theaters go, because like that Biggie came out, that Straight Outta Compton came out. That Tupac came out, one of the greatest icons in American history of the 20th century. One of the greatest icons of the 20th century came out, and that shit flopped.
I don't think that's why. I just don't think there's too many. Cause you gotta think about when it.
Did you see that video that I did?
Yes, I did. But what did that movie? Damn, what's that movie that came based out of Atlanta? What's the fucking movie?
Based out of Atlanta.
Yeah. Shit. What was that movie name? With the light skinned nigga on the front. And the one that played in Straight Outta Compton.
What?
Damn, I can't remember the name of the movie. But that was a movie that came out, I think, last year? It was 2 years ago. Damn, I can't remember.
I'm trying to see what movie you talking about. I can't remember.
Shit, Future did a whole goddamn album to it. The movie came...
Superfly.
Yes.
Oh. It's not a biography, dog. That is a fictional account.
You said hip-hop movies.
Huh?
You said hip-hop movies.
Hip-hop
Are you just saying... Okay.
Documentaries.
Hip-hop biographies.
Okay. So
like
you saying biopics.
Yes. Hip-hop biopics. All Eyes on Me fucked everything up.
I can't say that.
As far as those green lights.
I think that's just the last one that somebody probably... I mean, who else are we really...
Whenever Straight Outta Compton came out, and I was listening to podcasts and such, and other rappers, they was like, yeah, shit, we got a movie coming too, and all that shit. But now the market's so fucked up when it come to that. Whenever these people decide to invest in things like that, they're going to be like, what's going to be the return? It ain't fucking with these Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm. See, that's where I feel different because I just think Netflix is just basically on top of shit right now. So everybody's taking that. They sending their shit to Netflix. You got more viewers on Netflix. You got more memberships
Somebody
on Netflix.
did say, if y'all remember this, that they saw, I guess, the girl in the movie on All Eyes on Me pull out an iPhone.
I heard 50 Cent trolling like that. 50 Cent is like the troll lord, low key. Like, he was trolling before it was called trolling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody was like, this is gangster rap right here. Like, he really finna do this shit he's saying. He was trolling the whole time.
Like when he was in Beef. Beef 2 or Beef 3. Like,
passionate.
Bro, that shit was so glorious.
Passionate shit about Ja Rule. I don't like this nigga, man.
Even the Rick Ross beef.
Like this nigga, man.
That shit was passionate.
Officer Ricky.
And I can't even shit on because Rick Ross, that's I like Rick Ross. That's my nigga, man. Rick Ross go.
I heard you do that shit. Like I forgot if it was 2 episodes or 1 episode ago, but you snuck it in, and when I was listening to it, I was laughing. So I was like, "You stupid guy."
But yeah, I don't think that's why I don't think the All Eyes on Me biopic destroyed hip hop movies. I just think a lot of people are taking their talents to Netflix.
I think it fucked up the green lights.
You really think so?
Yes. Finna make me do some Googles real quick. Hold up.
I don't know, man. Because I got a feeling
This is what we got.
Somebody else is gonna release a biopic.
Like part of that could be because they're not aware of the impact that certain movies could have in the theaters. And like they probably feel like they done hit up like most of the big people, and like they was probably asking people, like it's people probably asking Eminem if he want to do like a biopic.
Right. What if Ice Cube come out with a biopic?
Like after.
What the fuck was that?
Let me see. That movie was called Straight Outta Compton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Straight outta, not out of.
Straight Outta.
Outta.
Straight Outta Compton.
And now that's on t-shirts everywhere.
Straight Outta Compton on the budget of a possible $50 million grossed $201 million.
Right.
And now I'm about to go to All Eyes.
He can't even finish.
Fuck. I accidentally went to the album instead of the movie.
Straight to DVD.
All Eyes.
And a lot of people was kind of like pissed off about who produced the movie, because they was like, who did they say John Singleton wanted to? I mean, because he had his own biopic that they wanted to release.
He said they didn't represent him right.
Yeah, and it was like they didn't want all
All
that other
Eyes
stuff.
on Me on a budget of $40 million,
Mm-hmm.
grossed $54 million. Disgusting.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the point about, because that movie did bad, that killed.
Some dude is sitting at the table like, yeah, that Straight Outta Compton made $201 million. Let's try and get another $201 million, guys.
Okay, so how about this then?
They go and see the results.
Just think about this then. So how about that Leah film that was trash as ass on Lifetime? They still making biopics of other people.
You said what?
The Leah biopic that came out a while back on Lifetime, that shit was trash.
I don't even want to like.
That shit was trash.
Never heard of it.
I don't even want to envision it.
That shit was trash. But they still came out with a Toni Braxton.
Like usually females be trying to stick up as fans for shit that's trash.
No, everybody trashed that shit.
Even the females trash.
Everybody trashed that shit.
I was
bro.
like,
Didn't they say they was making a Prince? Lifetime was making a Prince.
I think so.
Oh,
But,
and
I
when
mean,
Prince
that
passed,
did
they start
horrible.
making memes with Prince.
But
Talking
they
about, now, don't
still
y'all go make a
making-
biopic of me Lifetime.
They still making these biopics. That's all I feel like.
do you remember what I was talking about in that video that I made about the Tupac shit?
Like with the chains, like with the slow motion walk with him. You talking about? You talking about something?
That was like one little piece. That was me being petty right there.
No, I don't remember.
But like one of the big pieces is our artists that we care about so much. We need to make sure that they treat it right in these movies. And like, to be honest, it's such an intertangled universe that we need some consistency too. Like, if we watch like 3 movies, it's like 5 Suge Knights in each movie.
Well, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Of course.
you know what I'm saying? You like fucking with us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is almost like some type of like how Marvel got their whole universe and stories and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how the culture is, dog. Like, especially if you finna keep coming with these movies back to back like that, if it's not spaced out in like years, but if y'all keep coming with that shit back to back, you come out with shit. You got Straight Outta Compton, where Tupac is in the background in the shades and shit like that, and then we come around next year and you see Tupac is like a whole different person and shit like that. It's sloppy, dog. It ain't no. It's like it's ugly with the continuity, with like the chronology.
I get what you trying to say.
And the quality, dog. We want that Ray Charles quality with all our artists, dog. Like the way how they knew his life inside and out, how they went all the way back to his childhood and shit like that. I don't like that shit being rushed. I don't like that shit being like, you know what I'm saying, like where they like talking about shit that we already know. I want to know deeper about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the hard part about it.
What happened?
Stop. Oh, well, I'm just saying that's the hard part about it, because I mean, you got to see what the family's gonna allow. You got to understand. You don't want to put. Maybe they don't want everything out there. They don't want to ruin his image like that. I mean, they're gonna show what the world knew.
They don't want to snitch.
Basically, they're gonna show what the world knew already, but they don't want to go deeper and deeper and deeper into it to really know everything. I mean, it's like, do you really? It's like probably for you, you really want to go deep into DMX, but how far do you really want to go?
Deep as possible.
I don't think so, because it may
Will he
rub you.
approve of it?
It may rub you the wrong way after you've seen or hear so much about it. You might be like, damn, this changed my thoughts on him. So you don't want that image to change.
This is what I'm gonna put it. Like, this is also another motivation for people to strive for improvement on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Because I was talking to my uncle one day, and he was telling me about something bad that was happening. And I was like, yeah, Unc, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna keep on fighting, and as soon as you make it through this, that's what's gonna make the movie good. You know what I meant by that?
Well, I kind of see what you're saying
I know
about
what
it.
you're talking about.
Yeah, but just go ahead.
The only reason why any of this shit is gonna be good is because we keep making progress.
We keep pushing.
We keep struggling. No struggle, no process. No struggle, no progress.
Remember that podcast?
Yeah, and then like, it's gonna be a tragedy if anything is if you're not willing to go through these struggles, then you know what I'm saying. If you're not willing to you know what I'm saying, progress and be a better person, then it's gonna be a tragic movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless it ends on an accident. You know what I'm saying? Or like, but like if you do foolish things and crazy shit, like, did y'all see that Glasses Malone interview?
I was about to tell you that, bro. I was about to shout out to Glasses, bro.
Like,
especially with that Car Wash song too.
Like
oh
one
my
of the,
God,
like he made a song called "Tupac Must Die."
yeah, and he was basically
And he made it from the perspective of the dude that got jumped at night.
Yeah, Orlando Anderson. He basically took it from his
The
perspective.
dude that got his ass beat when you see Tupac in the white with the chain on, and he like stomping old boy out. He made it from his perspective. He was like, that dude could have either been like Chauncey on Menace to Society, or he could have been like Alina's cousin. You remember, you know those two characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
From
Menace to Society.
Yeah, I remember seeing the movie, but the names.
All right, I'm gonna refresh your memory because this is very vital to the situation. Chauncey was what was Jada Pinkett name on that movie? Ronnie or something like that?
Is Ronnie? No, I think Ronnie's from Jason's Lyrics.
I can't remember, but
So,
Jada Pinkett's character had a house party, and Kane was like,
I remember seeing
both
that.
of them, you know what I'm saying, got passionate. Then when they was shooting dice, Chauncey was feeling on
Jada.
Pinkett.
Yeah, okay, now I
And
know
he
what you're talking about.
Started
Yeah, yeah.
pistoling, don't you
Beating the
Nigga
shit.
took the
Hell
clip
yeah.
out.
and then the nigga turned snitch, and he was like, his homeboy was like, hey, this look like Kane beating your ass, lad. And then he was like, fuck Kane.
Yeah, he got mad.
See these motherfucking tapes, and then he started sending the tape.
Yeah, that was a whole ass move.
And then,
Yeah, it was.
you know what I'm saying? He
God damn, it's starting
no.
to come back to me.
You know what I'm saying? His reputation was pretty much like nasty from that. Like Chauncey was like a bitch from that.
Yeah.
And then like
Kane and
Alina's
Jada was
cousin.
about to make it.
You know who Alina's cousin is?
Ain't that old boy, the ball nigga?
Alina's cousin, Junior from the Players Club.
Yeah.
Alina's cousin is Kane was at the park one day and computer love. It was some girl that was about to back out. He pulled up behind her and he was like, "What's up?" And then he ended up, you know what I'm saying, knocking her down. She ended up calling in the middle of the night.
The Jimmy on tight.
And then she was like, Kane,
Oh, I
I'm
remember
pregnant.
her.
She
Yeah.
had red hair. And then Kane was like, what you talking about? I had the Jimmy on extra tight. And then
It's like, it ain't mine.
Alina's cousin confronted Kane
In the little
and
courtyard
Old
area.
Dog outside
Okay,
the
now I
apartment.
remember, yeah.
He's
yeah.
like, hey, man, I heard you got my cousin pregnant. And then Kane was like, I don't know who you is. But
Yeah,
I hope that might catch that shit down, you know what I'm saying? And then
Then
he got
stomping that
stomped out.
nigga.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Glasses Malone was talking about. He was like, basically, you gonna either resolve your problem or you gonna let your reputation suffer in the streets.
That's kind of even like the same thing he said on Shade 45, because he was just like, we don't know if he was having a bad day
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I always say
or he
that.
was just doing this shit for the moment.
I always say that the way how when Pac came out of jail that he joined the dark side. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody said
He
that
was on
like
his
soon as
revolution.
he got with
He was on
Suge,
this
bro.
revolutionary shit, and then he joined the dark side, and they started embracing like a bunch of negativity.
Yeah.
But like, you know, Pac was so bold and shit. And he had a sense of superstar. Like, y'all remember that one speech where he was talking about everybody in the studio. Y'all need to be working. Whatever the last word on the song is, that's the name of the song and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine, Death Row was full of like thugs and gangsters and shit. They say it used to be like just crazy off of.
You watched the interview with Mob James. Is it Mob James or Mob Jones? He was one individual that was in Death Row.
I don't know. But they say it was like gang shit everywhere. And like, just imagine Pac being like the superstar, and he was like seeing everybody just sitting around not doing shit. And he was like, Hey man, we need to see some work around here, man. We got all these studios, all y'all niggas just sitting up in here watching dogs eat food and shit like that. Like you can imagine that Pac wanted work to get done, and like that's another example of toxic loyalty. You know what I'm saying? He was so loyal to that death row movement that it eventually resulted in his demise. You know what I'm saying?
But that's all I brought up, old dude. That's why you gotta watch the interview
because
he explains it.
Yeah. And like, yeah, man, that's one of the products of toxic loyalty. You know what I'm saying? You can be loyal to the wrong thing sometimes. You gotta watch where you direct your loyalty to.
But I don't know. That's the thing. He at a point in time, Pac was trying to get out because the way that Mob James would explain, he was like, bro, Death Row wasn't really anything about a record label, bro. It was like basically like you said gangs, but motherfuckers, everybody in that whole thing was against each other. They was trying to kill Suge Knight. His own people in that bitch had a hit out on him for $1 million, bro.
I can imagine.
I mean, shit, the motherfucker that was in the interview was saying he was the one that put it out on him.
Yeah.
That was the crazy part about it. When he said that shit, he was like, I'm the one to put that up.
I can imagine.
He was like, Suge was trying to get up out of that whole thing. Pac was trying to do so and so. After Pac got killed, Suge didn't know what to do. He was scared for his life. And he was like, he broke down the whole scenario. He was like, man, Suge was a bitch, a whole bunch of stuff. Because basically, Suge really didn't run anything around it. It was the people that he was associated with. When I heard that whole story, bro, I was like, God damn, bro, that shit was crazy, bro.
I mean, you know, that's his perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that got perspectives of Suge, you know what I'm saying, coming to the hood and giving people's mama shoes and stuff like that, and then taking kids who didn't have a father figure out on like school surprise sprees and shit like that. I wouldn't just take his perspective and just run with it. You know what I'm saying?
To a motherfucker that was actually in Death Row, bro. Motherfucker that, bro, I'm taking it.
I'm telling you, gotta watch out sometimes, dog.
Watch it for yourself, bro. You tell me a security guard that was basically in Death Row saying the same shit that the next man that was basically over Death Row saying. Come on, bro, I'm taking it, bro. I'm taking it. I'm taking it, bro. I'm not fucking with that man.
Hey, man.
I'm from what he said, bro. I'm believing it.
Packing the mail is gone.
Yeah. That shit out my face, man.
It was a song called Suge. That's what.
Yeah. He talking about the baby.
He named the song after him, and he wears a muscle suit in the video, which is pretty hilarious.
Yeah, that shit funny.
But yeah, man. Shit. What else? What else do we got, man? What else? Oh yeah. I guess we could.
What was we just on?
On this note.
We was just on something though.
We was talking about what? I just remember diving deep into toxic loyalty.
I don't know, man. I forgot what we was just talking about. We were just on something though. But it's hot as hell out here in Texas. I know that.
It felt good this morning with that rain. But anyways.
Yeah, that was nice.
I got one question for y'all. We can finish on this note. Do y'all believe in deleting all traces of your ex after a relationship?
Deleting all traces?
Yes.
Like to... Well, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Delete, so we talking about computer.
Like if I'm moving
phone?
on, yeah.
Hell yeah.
If I'm moving on, yeah.
Bro, I don't believe in deleting shit, dog.
Why?
I'm gonna keep all of my life with me, dog. Like I knew this. I used to work with this old man, and like he was like, I got like a whole box like full of me and my girlfriends and my past and everything. And he was like, I don't want my wife to see it. I would rather her not see it, but I'm gonna keep all my life.
See, because that means, in a psychological way, it means you still trying to cling on to something you used to have.
Nah, dog, I'm gonna say just appreciating the memories of your life.
For
dog.
What? I mean, that's something in the past, bro. Yeah.
What if they make a movie and then like they show all the scenes from your past life and shit like that, and they would like references for people that you had in your life, and they don't have no references. You just
low key, like when they see us, how the Central Park Five was still alive, and they showed the actors that played them, and then. The actual them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they was like, man, fuck my life, man. I'm finna burn up every picture from 97 back and shit like that. You know
I'm not gonna take it that deep, but at the same time, when you moving on with your life, I mean, if you had a traumatic, that's like asking somebody that was in an abusive relationship to keep all the memories they have from that. Why would they want to do that?
Only person I can see doing that is somebody with short-term memory.
Nah, bro, you don't keep anything yet. You're moving on. That's the purpose.
Dog, I'm gonna keep my picture. Like most of the time, if I do have certain situations, it's gonna be some beautiful things. It's only gonna go on because of beautiful things.
That's what I got memory for. I'm fine.
It ain't finna be like no tumultuous relationship like you were just talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep them pictures.
I mean, that's
I'm gonna keep
you.
them. I'm gonna keep them traces.
But it's no reason because the same thing with you. You probably not gonna care with with your wife or your girlfriend if they have pictures of your ex-boyfriend hanging up, all this stuff. Is that gonna bother you?
I ain't talking about hanging.
No, you said keep memories.
I ain't
so
talking
they have
about
them.
like.
Nah, don't try to
I ain't
switch
talking
it.
about like y'all in a relationship and that motherfucker got the marriage from the last
No,
marriage.
that's
on
what
the
you have
wall
to
up
take
there.
in consideration.
I'm
Because
talking
that's
about
what it kind of is.
I'm talking about keeping the shit instead of deleting all traces. That's what I meant.
That's still the same thing,
Man, let me see what I put on this notepad real quick, man. This
That's
is what
still
I
the
put.
same thing because
This
you
is what I
keep,
put.
What he said.
you're keeping the memory alive of what you previously had.
This is what I put on the notepad. Deleting all traces of an ex after a breakup. I ain't say nothing about hanging no pictures up on the wall.
But you saying you're gonna keep all memories for appreciation, right?
I'm gonna keep them from appreciation of life.
Right. So you're gonna keep that picture of y'all hanging up somewhere.
No.
It's
I'm talking
for
about-
appreciation.
What my note was really saying was not throwing the shit away or burning the shit or deleting the shit off of the technologies and stuff like that.
You remove it, bro. You gotta remove it. Because it's gonna be disrespectful to the new thing you trying to tap into.
I'm gonna keep that shit locked away somewhere.
Why? Because they gonna question you later on in
Because
life
like
if they
my
do
son
find
gonna be
it.
going through there, they gonna be like, "Who is this? That was, you know what I'm saying? Some girl that was, you know what I'm saying?
And then your
so-and-so
wife gonna
back
be
in the
like,
past,
well, why
you
do
know
you
what I'm
have this? Why do you still have these pictures?
This is some girl that used to rob people back in the day. You gotta watch out. She's pretty, but she robs people. Son, see, you can't be falling for this gorgeous shit, son, because
That's gonna be a lame ass excuse, bro.
what you talking about? It's gonna be real life.
No, bro. She gonna be like, that's an
y'all some
excuse.
shit. Y'all gotta watch out for these gorgeous motherfuckers out here. Y'all
You do.
these gorgeous motherfuckers think that their gorgeousness give them an excuse to do shit. I remember one time they be breaking my heart, dog. Like one time I riding with a girl. She was up in the passenger seat. She was FaceTiming one of her homegirls. She was like, "I'm with my grandma right now." This shit broke my heart. I was like, "Damn, that's probably your best friend. You just lying to her like that? Why you lying to her like that?"
Damn.
And then like
With my grandma.
it just be shit like that, man.
Man, I can give you a scenario. I ran into my ex a long time ago at Walmart with the wife.
Why the world?
We weren't married yet. She was still a girlfriend at the time. I ain't got no memory. I ain't got nothing of the ex at all. The wife remember the face. That's it. She knows and she's ran into it more times than I have.
You hope she doing her best, right?
I mean, yeah. I ain't got no problems
You
with
know
it.
what I'm saying? See,
That's it. But why do I need to keep memories and out of appreciation for? Why do I need to keep photos, letters, anything like that?
Because guess what photos might hold?
She ain't gotta know.
Besides memories. What did Ella May say? Feelings. So deep in my feelings.
Maybe because I'm like kind of heartless a little bit.
But let them be the ones to keep memories of y'all. She gonna start catching feelings for you?
Like it's no reason for me, bro, because then I'm opening up old wounds and then I'm dipping back into something I really don't want.
Ooh, see, maybe because I'm heartless. Maybe.
I don't know. Me, I really don't care. Like, I mean,
See,
she
man, I
don't-
thought you was down with heartless gang, dog.
you talking about, I don't care about nothing.
You say if you look at the picture, it's gonna open up some wounds. You
No,
know,
I'm just saying, just for the next person,
In
not for
general.
me,
In
because I really don't care. I can see her and just say what's up and keep it
Right.
pushing. That's it.
I'm gonna keep my picture, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I still got pictures of me and the ex-wife just to see if anything's gonna open. I feel disgusted. I'm like, ugh.
Damn, it's like that.
For me and her, yeah.
Damn.
I'm sorry it took that turn. Do you can
I
that
mean-
probably work itself out somehow?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. Because
You say it was for green cards and shit like that?
Was it? It was really like. I mean, I don't want you to. Dive
it's
back
to that
into
point.
It,
It's
but-
to that point.
They exchanging coochie
It
for
got
green
to that.
cards.
Coochie for green cards.
It's kind of catchy, right?
Okay, look, I don't want you to dive back into it and
Oh, it
and
don't
blow
hurt
up.
no more.
So, how did this happen? Like, how did this whole relationship blow up to get to the point of I do want to marry you, and then when did the downfall happen?
The downfall happened after we lived together. And that's one thing that people need to start training to do nowadays. Before you make that commitment, that step with somebody who you've never been around as often, as much,
Jesus Christ.
live together.
Sound like it's nightmarish if you do it the wrong way.
It is. It is. Very nice.
So, how did y'all get to the point of marriage? Did she bring it up?
We both did. We both did. I definitely had it in the conversation.
Was you
brought it
singing?
up. Was I singing? No, hell no.
Did you push the marriage, or was she was like more of the eager one to push it?
We both made an agreement to push it. I'm gonna put it like that.
Okay.
Because there was something. It was something that we both. I wanted us to be together.
Yeah.
She wanted to do it the godly way, the righteous way.
Okay.
Which is she didn't believe in shacking.
Okay. Okay.
Nowadays I gotta believe in it, cause I don't know what you about. I ain't about to take no risk.
Okay.
I didn't know such women exist to where they don't enjoy it down there.
Before marriage.
Gotta be aware of these things.
Gotta be aware, man, because I sure wasn't.
It's all right.
I
man.
was blinded. I was blinded. I thought she was who she said she was.
Like,
she thought I was who I said I was, which I still am. She just don't see it in her form or fashion because she's from a different culture. Cultural clashes, they the worst.
So it wasn't really a green card thing. It was kind of like y'all just had some differences, some major differences.
One, we had cultural clashes. Two, at the end of it all, it wasn't just bye-bye separate ways. Now it's green card. It was more of a cultural clash than anything. It's terrible. Do your research on these cultures.
I would
Whoever
like
you get
to
with.
bring up the something that I just crept into my head. I think that being a healthy hoe. I think that being a healthy hoe could be very instrumental when it comes to finding out these different types of flavors that you could possibly pick out.
What
for
is
life.
a healthy hoe?
A healthy hoe is someone who is
It's like going to a car dealership, testing out
gosh.
all the variables.
Yes.
that's my
Like
nigga
that
right
looks like your favorite. That look like your favorite car, and it's got your favorite color. But it's like,
that nigga came on top.
let me test this. I like how that one looked. Let me test that.
We are not going to buy. We are not going to have a
Wait,
final say until
Are you
we
leasing?
test drive these.
Are you leasing or just test driving? Because you
But
need to
see,
lease and
Test
get back.
drive.
So just test drive for the moment. Okay. Okay.
Test drive
There's
first.
leasing to rent, then leasing to own.
You're going to test drive everything
Test drive.
that you decide that you could possibly be in.
I
Period.
can't
You know
pick
what
in
I'm
between these three. Let me test drive them. Oh, this
Okay.
one feel nice.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
one kinda
Like
rough.
I would like to.
This one too smooth.
I think being a healthy host is a good way of finding out what you like and what you don't like and how you will react to certain situations. You know what I'm
Is there a
saying?
limit? Is there a limit to a body count being a healthy hoe?
As long as you're healthy with it.
There's
If,
no limit.
if you're an unhealthy hoe and you out here like, you know what I'm saying, getting straight off work, with warehouse dust on and like fucking raw and showing the world new STDs and shit like that, or if you got like a female out here that's you know what I'm saying, got too much bacteria and shit flowing around, and that is unhealthy. But if you out here, you know what I'm saying, being upfront, you know what I'm saying, you I'm not in a relationship, but if me and you, if we vibing together, we can see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? Y'all letting each other know that y'all know exactly where y'all stand at.
Cause guess what? Women out here already being healthy hoes. They just don't put it out there like that.
Okay.
Cause they definitely gonna go to a car dealership. They gonna see that nice Honda Civic. You know, it's real fast. It suits her just right. But then, like most women, they see that Ford F-150.
What about the Lambo? I don't think they want. I think they want the Mercedes. See, if you
They
put it
gonna
in-
test drive all that they like and that they
Like-
see.
Some women test drive Mercedes and they find out that they can't maintain a Mercedes.
And the maintenance.
So, you know,
Exactly.
You know, it's some women
Car
that-
repairs?
It's some
Them
women
foreign
that-
pieces?
Some women face the fact that they gotta, you know what I'm saying, go back to a Volvo station wagon or something like that.
Volvos are high too, man. So we might want to bring them down to maybe a Honda Accord.
Volkswagen sometimes. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know, because that's German engineering. That's expensive too.
Not
So we got to get that thing out. How about a Dodge Neon? It's a little bit
Could be
better.
Dodge Neon, yeah.
Dodge Neon.
How
Toyota
about,
Corolla.
how about a smart car?
It's nice. Or a Nissan Sentra.
Ah.
That is the whole vehicle.
How about a
Or is it a Nissan Altima?
Ultima, I was about to say Ultima.
how about a moped? Some women
I don't think so.
might gotta test drive that moped to see if that might be their life.
or a hoverboard. Let's try that hoverboard out.
Oh man.
Maybe she need to test drive a pair of skates. You know what I'm saying?
Or she might want to go get that mongoose
God damn.
with them pegs on the back.
can't handle the springs on the motherfuckers, dog, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like I say, y'all try these things out here before you claim.
Before you try to ghost ride the whip.
I'm hungry. I want to go see this movie.
E40 got a new album.
I'm Rico Wayne.
Rico.
Y'all, I'm Rico Wayne, man.
Brother Bandana.
Hitman beat.
And this is the Field Trip Podcast, where this episode is 2 hours long, meaning it's going to take double the time to render, so I don't even know when the fuck it's going to come out. But we are going to see y'all next week. Y'all be safe, though.
By the time